A new era for American cricket began in 2021.
There he goes into a dive! What a catch!
The rise of cricket was celebrated across the country. Now, with big wickets and even bigger hits, the stars of minor league cricket are back and better than ever.
Primus goes huge!
Don't miss the nation's largest league competing for the biggest prize in American cricket. The Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship returns June 25th.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Hello and welcome to the 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. Happy Independence Day to everybody out there. It is July 4th and we're here at Church Street Park for a matchup between the Atlanta Lightning and the Philadelphians. The coin is in hand of Kerry Pierre and he's ready to give it a toss.
Heads is the call. It's this.
And it is a tail, so that means Kerry Pierre is going to win the toss.
Heads.
It's a heads. Okay,
It's
excuse me.
It's head, yeah.
It is a head. So Milind Kumar, you win the toss today. What do you like to do?
We're going to bowl first.
What is the decision behind bowling first?
Nothing, just early stage, early morning. So we look to capitalize on the situation. That's it.
So back-to-back super overs. Do we have a third one in store or what? I'm sure you're not hoping for that one.
No, not at all.
All right, well, good luck today, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, Kerry Pierre, had you have won the toss, what would you like to do?
We would have a bat first. I think the wicket has been used a lot during the past couple of days, so going to try and put a score on the board and try and defend it.
All right, any changes in the team today?
No, same team.
All right, well, good luck today, sir. Have a good one here on Independence Day. That is the word from the middle. The Philadelphians, they've won the toss, and they'd like to have a bowl. Welcome back to Church Street Park here in the 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. Happy July 4th, happy Independence Day to everybody watching. We got a wonderful day of cricket in store, and first up, as you just saw, the Philadelphians. They're going to be bowling first to the Atlanta Lightning. I'm Aman Patel. Joined with me once again, it's Dane Pete. Dane, how you doing today, sir?
Yeah, good, thank you. Felt like we finished a couple of hours ago, which we did do. Happy Independence Day to all the American people out there. Enjoy the festivities we have in store for today. Two good cricket matches that we will be a part of and be watching. The Philadelphians having a point to prove, just trying to get in some sort of rhythm. They're looking for probably a convincing win today, not anything close, hopefully. Same teams, so yeah, looking forward to this one.
Yes, Milind Kumar, do we have a third super over in the cards? He says, hopefully not.
Nope.
I think they would like to get through with a stressless win today. 1-1 here at Church Street Park. They won convincingly week one, but nothing convincingly here at Church Street Park with both their matches going to super overs. The Atlanta Lightning had one lopsided victory and one victory that was one loss that was not very close in terms that game just kind of slipped away from them against the Manhattan Yorkers yesterday. So both the Atlanta Lightning will be looking to respond, and the Philadelphians will be looking to back up a close win against the Somerset Cavaliers yesterday. And teams remain unchanged. Milind Kumar wanted to bowl first, won the toss and did so. Kerry Pierre, talked to him, he said, yeah, I would like to have a bat also. Dane, had you have won the toss here today, what would you have liked to do?
Yeah, probably look to bat first, to be honest. Looks like the moisture's out the surface. The first morning game in this weekend of cricket, so I'll probably look to bat first, try to set the total. The pitch does look to be getting more slow as the week's gone on, but yeah, it's an interesting decision by Milind Kumar, maybe backing their batters, the explosive power that they do have at the back end. But again, this partnership for the Lightning is going to be really important with Patel and Parchment, and to try to get it to a much better start than they did yesterday. Bit of a rotation of strike to get some momentum going.
Yeah, again, we talk about the big hitters for the Philadelphians and Jonathan Fu, Liam Plunkett, able to really bring games back in once the run rate gets to 10 or 11 and they need some big shots. They can count on those guys, and I think Milinkamar feels as if he keeps those guys in a chasing situation. He feels very confident with those bats behind him. Liam Plunkett's looked good in his games here. He hasn't played in 13 months, and he's come out very, very strong. Again, showing some swing early. We'll see here in the morning if that swing continues. Can defend it 7 runs in a super over. Never easy to do.
He told me he's never bowled a new ball in quite some time.
Well, he's looking quite good with it right there. You saw early swing for Liam Plunkett once again, bowling to Mark Parchment.
Yeah, loads of swing. Looked like Jimmy Anderson, his former countryman. Swung it around corner there. That was a real good start by Liam. It's a morning game, so maybe a bit more swing on offer here in North Carolina at Church Street Park. An ideal start for the Philadelphians.
Again, swing on offer. It's just going to be worked out to third man for a single. For one there for Mark Parchment. So Sagar Patel, who didn't see his first ball until the 3rd over last night, he's going to get one here in the 1st facing Liam Plunkett. And Sagar Patel hasn't really been in any kind of flow yet here at Church Street Park. The lighting will hope he gets into some today.
Yeah, it just looked like he's forcing it at the moment. Having watched him in the past, he looks like a natural stroke maker. Looks to just get the ball come to him. At the moment, just looking to force things. Again, we're playing on turf. More accustomed to playing on matting, which the bounce is more consistent. Yeah, the inconsistent nature of playing on turf. Should hustle down and try and get something going.
Oh, big leave there again, as well outside the off stump. You can see the shape away from Liam Plunkett. He's done that all the time he's opened here at Church Street Park. We saw it against the Raptors, saw it yesterday, and again today. That just outswing, very heavy outswing. Like you said, looking like James Anderson.
Yeah, I think he will be hurting though, to be fair. I spoke to him yesterday after their super over win, and the way he bowled, he said he is hurting. He hasn't bowled, like you said, in 13 months in a match environment. He's gone the 3-peat, and he's looking good. I mean, the shape on off is always good. It's not easy as a batsman, especially if the ball shapes late. So as you can see, the ball starts shaping as it gets down to the last quarter of the pitch, and then it just curls away from the right-handed batsman, which is a very difficult ball to face.
Yeah, once you commit, now you have to either go soft or go very, very hard at the ball, because he's going to lure you out just with the ball outside the off stump, and it just moves very late, like you mentioned. Just like that. Didn't quite get off the middle of the bat. Sagar Patel not going to be able to get a single off that delivery. With 1 ball to go again, Liam Plunkett just keeping it right around off stump, not giving any room for Sagar Patel to work with.
All right, Aaron, stay there, Aaron.
And you can see a couple of fans in attendance at the moment. Again, it is the morning time.
I think that's a family of Heath Richards. They got a South African bull, which I'll pick up straight away.
So we go, Liam Plunkett back in for the final delivery of this 1st over. This time much straighter onto the body. It's been worked for a single there by Sagar Patel, not interested in taking the 2nd. So that's going to do it. 1 over gone, 2 without loss.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need 1 hand on the roof, 1 hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Welcome back here to Church Street Park. We're going to have Kareem Gore starting things off from the Cedar Fork end for the Philadelphians.
Got some salt into his body probably last night after the cramp episode. Real good cricketer, the Tyreek Hill of cricket.
Yeah, very, very quick between the wickets. Quick through the air as well. Keeps it nice and flat right around stumps.
Well bowled, good start. That's what you're looking for, Aman. Nice and slow through the air, good shape on the ball. As will the cricket jargon flows. Good shape means he's trying to bowl the ball over the top of the ball. Looking for revs to beat the batsman in the air, not necessarily off the surface. Try to get the batsman to commit to the ball. As it disappears, as it's coming down, and he just chips the ball maybe to catching extra cover or two slip. Hopefully it skids off the surface and LBW. So that's all he's trying to do in the first period of the game.
And I think he's adjusting to turf well now. He was much flatter game one, now starting to give some air on the ball. And like you said, lure the batsman into that drive and maybe chip one over to mid-wicket. This one just scorched through for one.
It's definitely something you bowl to the American batsmen. I've really felt that you need to change your pace quite often because they do nominate balls. What I mean by that is they sort of block one, and then the third one has to go. So you need to be kind of street smart when bowling. And that's, I think there was a discussion had with Karima about changing his pace and looking to spin the ball. That's a real good start to his over.
Yeah, I saw that one fly off an outside edge. Just fell short of the man at first slip, but well done by Milind Kumar just to keep it to one. Or excuse me, keep it to nothing.
Yeah, keep it to nothing. It's been a long couple of days for you, Aman.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I appreciate that, Dane. This one flighted onto Yorker length.
Beautiful
straight back to Kareem Gore. Never going to drop it. And the first wicket falls in the form of Mark Parchment. Kareem Gore, sharp hands, sharp bowling, and a great way to get off in his first over.
Just as I said, looking to beat the batsman in the air. He committed to the ball early, didn't judge the pace of the ball, played it too early, reacted too early to the ball and chipping it straight back to the bowler. And a great piece of bowling. And just what Milind Kumar and the Philadelphians wanted. A wicket early on, and it's a dangerous Mark Parchment that's gone.
Yeah, we saw Mark Parchment yesterday score 29 quick runs for the Atlanta Lightning with just 31 runs on the board. So everything had come off of his bat or extras to get him gone early with just a score of one. You can feel very happy for the Philadelphians. That's why they went into bowl first. They want to take these early wickets and keep the score low and give their big hitters in the back an opportunity to go big. They haven't really got the success from the openers yet. Maybe a lower total gives them the freedom to play their natural game. But for the Atlanta Lightning, they've got to find a way to reset again. The first wicket falls. Looks like it's going to be Amrut Bore coming out into the middle. Again, looked very good in match number one, the youngster. Looked like he had a lot of time to get onto the back foot and pull balls away. The young left-handed batter.
Yeah, he played extremely well, did Amrut Bore. I like the look of him. But again, the pitch played well that day. This is going to be a different kind of challenge for him. It's going to be slightly slow. So the ideal situation for Milind Kumar from the Philadelphians captain would be a couple of early wickets, try to restrict them to something like 130, which definitely does make the chase a lot easier. But the problem would be if the Lightning get off to or create some momentum in their innings and end up getting between 155, 160, it becomes a difficult chase because of the nature of the pitch. So it's the risk that Milind Kumar was looking to take, but with their bowling attack, they could make inroads early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is going to be the sixth match played on this wicket, so going to be a little bit inconsistent. Can fly on offer and just beats the outside edge of Amrut Bore straight away. Again, a very different wicket to where he scored all of his runs early. In that wicket, he was able to throw his hands through basically everything. Today, though, the ball kind of stopping in the wicket. There's some turn on offer. And here we go. Final delivery of a second over that the Philadelphians have loved so far. And they're going to love the way it ends with a dot ball. That's going to do it. 2 overs gone. 5 for the loss of 1.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके, और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
Welcome back here to Church Street Park. We are in Liam Plunkett's second over. Again, he shaped it away. Sagar Patel gets 2 to start it off. And they're going to need that innings from Sagar Patel. They've been waiting for it. Hasn't clicked yet at Church Street Park. Can he click today?
Yeah, they definitely do. This is the responsibility of an opening pair. We always speak about what is required from the opening pair and what he needs to do. Now he needs to take on the responsibility that Parchment had for the last 2 games for them.
It's not going to be easy with that type of delivery coming. As you mentioned, the late swing down the last quarter of the wicket. And it's just, again, beating the outside edge of Sagar Patel.
Very good bowling by Liam Plunkett. Loads of experience, as we all know. A World Cup winner for England. Told me yesterday, like I said earlier, hasn't bowled with a new ball in years. So it was quite a new thing for him when he bowled that second ball to Lahiru. That's why the full toss came. He's not used to bowling with a new ball. But he settled in. Just latched onto all the experience he has, played years of cricket and bowled a couple of great deliveries early on.
There's a big slash and a big outside edge. Just worked out to the vice-captain out at third man, Anirudh Emanuel. Again, Dane told us yesterday maybe the best haircut in all.
Not a haircut, just the best hairstyle.
The best hairstyle.
He's not cut anything there.
Again, he said it's been rapid growth for him as well. It wasn't like that earlier on last year during the Houston.
2020, yeah.
And then now, with a full head of hair, and Liam Plunkett now going to get the left-hander, going to be able to move it back in. So we talk about Najaf Shah, what he's able to create with the angle back into the right-hander. Liam Plunkett similarly will get to do the same to Amrit Porter.
He's going to have to zone into that off stump, and Amrit Porter is going to have to try and nullify the swing by playing the ball nice and late. Not pushing out at the ball, otherwise it can create a gap between the bat and pad.
Finds the outside edge right away. Work for Anirudh Emanuel for these last 2 deliveries.
He's done well down there at fine leg and third man. He's been moving pretty well.
And when you got a guy like Liam Plunkett bowling and Drysdale bowling, you're going to want some of your quicker fielders out there. Kremagore in the infield because he gives you those overs. Anirudh Emanuel going to be out in the outfield, has to run around a lot. Chase after those deliveries. In the modern game, every position is a valuable position, just a 360 nature of batters today.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely 5 wides.
Short, well over the head of Mario Rampersad, and is going to go all the way for 4. Not sure if it just stuck in Liam Plunkett's hand. I think he wanted to hit the deck, but well too short and well too wide. It's going to be 5 wides and a freebie and freedom for Atlanta Lightning.
Yeah, it's just the movement down by Sagar Patel, which sort of made Liam Plunkett adjust to bowling the shorter ball, but he's definitely bowled that a lot shorter than he wanted to, and it's just taken off the surface. Kicked away for 4. I know you won't be happy with that kind of delivery. But yes, that's just exactly what the Lightning needed to get their innings going. Been quite a sluggish start for them.
Again, that movement down. This time Liam Plunkett hits the deck and angles it into the body of Sagar Patel. Not going to give him much room to do much. That's the delivery he was looking for in the previous one that went for 5 wides.
Yeah, definitely. Good piece of bowling. Probably gone to the back to what he knows to do well, bowling the cross seam. Back at the chest of Sagar Patel, which is good length. The most important thing about that delivery was there was no width, so batters normally look for a lot of width when they face a shorter delivery in order to cut and pull. But important delivery here for Liam just to close out the over.
This one just chipped straight back. Yeah, well done by the man at mid-on. I believe it's Janoy Drysdale who's able to save that one from maybe being a 4 or a couple of runs. That's going to do it. 3 overs gone, 15 for the loss of 1. Kremagor into a second over with on offer, and Sagar Patel not going to miss out. One of his patented shots puts it between wide, mid-off, and that's going to go away for Sagar Patel's first boundary.
Not the worst delivery in my opinion, but he just created some width for himself. And he just crunched that ball through wide mid-off. I would personally want to see a field change with maybe the mid-off going back and mid-on up and try for Kremagor to spin the ball and make him play against the spin and maybe get caught at the top edge at point.
For now, the field stays the same. He's going over the top of mid-off, and even if the fielder was back, it wouldn't have mattered. He had been rows back. Sagar Patel finding some rhythm that he didn't find in the first two matches.
Yeah, really good shot. Extra length given by Kremagor. And a great shot. He just didn't try to overhit it. And this is the kind of rhythm that Sagar Patel has been after. Kremagor looking in some bit of pain, probably just carrying that niggle that he had yesterday. When you get into the heat of battle, adrenaline pumps, but if you're feeling sore, you will get shown up.
Well, we're going to be getting a new ball from the umpires. I think Sagar Patel sent that one maybe into the creek, so
yeah,
not going to be able to find that
ball.
one. So we're going to get to see the umpires go to the case of balls looking for rather new ball, again only in the fourth over. And something that Kremagor doesn't usually do is flight the ball up. He's much flatter, trying to avoid shots like this. And again, that works on a turf, an AstroTurf wicket that the bounce is kind of consistent on. I still would like him to stay giving flight. I don't want him to go back into a shell and just kind of fire them in and play defensive kind of cricket.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a catch-22 in the sense of that's what he goes to normally. But like you said, it's just the control of his length. That he just should pull back a little bit and try to get Sagar Patel to search for something off that length, which will hopefully draw the batsman into make a mistake from the Philadelphians' point of view. The slip coming out now, going into yet another point for the Philadelphians. So quite a stacked cover field with a cow corner out and now the mid-off back, moving down to long off and the mid-on coming up into the ring. So let's see how Sagar Patel goes about this. A wicket here would definitely make the Philadelphians win the over.
And it's going to be cut into the gap on the offside just for one, but Sagar Patel, he's done his damage in the first three balls, 11 runs coming from it. Taking a lot of pressure on young Amrut Bore to not have to really look to score boundaries, but rather can just knock it around for one.
Yeah, Kremagor signaling to Milind Kumar saying that he's done. Not feeling too well, probably not feeling good. Not a bad single though, because Milind Kumar can just come on and bowl to the left-hander and try to see it out. It's tough playing 3 games on the bounce. Big field, lot of running. As we do see, Kremagor does do a lot of running for the Philadelphians, not only in the field with bowling, but with his batting too. So, a bit unfortunate for the Philadelphians that Kremagor has to leave the field.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a lasting injury, just sore from the last couple of days. Had a cramp yesterday after scoring 50, struggled to walk off of the ground. You can see a very obvious limp. And here's going to be Milind Kumar replacing Kremagor, again hoping and wishing that he's all okay and we'll be fine by tomorrow. Again, just get some rest in.
Syed Abdullah, not Milind Kumar, taking the ball.
It is going to be Syed Abdullah with the ball in hand. And
I think it's a pretty smart move by the Philadelphians, knowing that there's only about 3 balls left in the over. So you don't want to waste balls here for Milind Kumar. You want to let him bowl 4 overs. Syed Abdullah, known to be a decent off-spinner in the shorter format of the game. Bowls back of a length, looks to hit the stumps. Bowls a pretty decent pace too. There we go. That's very close.
Mario Rampersad was up straight away, not Syed Abdullah. I think he's saying there might have been a little bit of glove involved on that one, but you see it angled all the way back into Amrut Bore, going back over with the arm.
Great piece of bowling by Abdullah.
This one, this cutaway, is a little bit of a misfield. Going to allow them to get a quick single. Again, it was going to be kept to nothing, but a little fumble out there at point allows Amrut Bore to get off the mark.
Yes, again, he's played that shot beautifully all week. We've seen him just rocking back and cutting the ball and beating point. He's looked good, the young man. Like you said, he's got an opportunity at the Lightning to bat up the order. And he's taking it with both hands.
was buried in the depth of the fire last year. This year, given a chance at the Lightning at the one-down spot. He's played well at Church Street. As Sagwartel flicks this one into the leg side. They're going to look for two. No, settle 4-1. So that's going to do it. 4 overs gone, 28 for the loss of 1.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Still bad, bro.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Church Street Park as we see a change in bowling. It's Shanoy Drysdale, who, remember in the first match against the Morrisville Raptors, his first 2 overs just went for 2 runs, so we know what he can do with the new ball. Is now replacing Liam Plunkett from the Shiloh end.
Yeah, that's what you get if you hit the pitch, you know. If fast bowlers always talk about hitting a heavy length, and that's what he's done, and that's why the inconsistent nature of the pitch does show up with that kind of bowling.
Yeah, kind of a catch-22. You're going to expect every delivery to come at your chest. Sagwartel comes down looking to pull it. There is no short mid-wicket, so it is going to be 1. And they are going to push for 2 and get it quite nicely. Again, the Lightning have been quick between the wickets.
I love how attacking Milind Kumar is, keeping the slip in place, knowing how important a couple of wickets are at this stage of the game, and also probably watching last night's performance from the Lightning, seeing that a couple of wickets does rattle them and brings in that powerhouse in the middle order, which allows them not to settle in and just play their natural game from the get-go.
This time Drysdale crams Sagwartel up for room, only going to get enough bat to work it for 1. But as you said, kind of a similarity between these two sides is that they have a very powerful middle order, a couple of big bats in the middle that they try to preserve until the last stages of the game to really be explosive. If you can expose them early, then you really feel like you're on top of them.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the plan. I mean, especially with this bowling attack in the Philadelphians, with Plunkett, Drysdale, Chiru, number 23, Milind Kumar, Kareem Agor, the young Abdul Jabbar missing out, but Yash too's a seam. Jonathan Foog's bowling. Looks like everyone can bowl in this lineup, so they got plenty of options. That's why he wasn't scared to win the toss and bowl first, knowing that his team can make inroads and cause some havoc to the Lightning batting lineup.
Amrit Borde struggled with this one swinging back into him yesterday. How does he look against Shanoy Drysdale? With on offer, and he's going to work it away through the offside.
Good shot.
Whenever he's allowed to throw his hands at it, he's always been very good. This one goes all along the carpet for 4 runs.
Really good shot by the young man. Bit of pace, bit of width, bit of extra length for him again, and he just caressed the ball through the cover region. Plunkett and co standing dead still with Chiru, number 23. Love his nickname, getting the ball on the boundary rope, close to the park. Close to the North Carolina state flag and the American flag. Happy Independence Day again to everyone watching or listening.
Happy 4th of July indeed to everyone watching and listening to the stream. That's a better line there from Shanoy Drysdale.
Ooh.
Quick single taken, quick single gotten, good backup, not to allow another one to take place.
Good fielding by the veteran Liam Plunkett. Moved pretty well. I had an easy shout from Milind Kumar. No one overthrows.
I can't afford overthrows. We've seen
legal overthrows, that is.
We've seen a fiasco with overthrows, some conventional, some unconventional. So you never know what you're gonna get at Church Street Park.
Never do.
There you go, Drysdale coming in for the final delivery of this 5th over. He's bowled well so far, just giving up 8 runs from it. one boundary to Amrutpore. And on the money that time, going to end it with the dot ball. So that's going to do it. 5 overs gone, 36 for the loss of 1. Milind Kumar now into the attack. And a late wide deemed by the umpire, looked very close to that line.
That was a wide, in my opinion. Yes, off spinners union, but the way that Milind Kumar turned around quickly to see, and then he was like, oh, no, I didn't get away with it. All the tricks of the trade you sort of develop over the years of playing the game. I've done the same too.
This time much straighter.
Ooh.
Amrutpore was eager to get going, didn't really see where the ball was. I think he was back in anyway. We saw an athletic position from him just a couple days ago. He actually sent me the screenshot I called for, which was fun to see after the night game. But another athletic position diving back.
Exactly, good piece of work by the wicket keeper. It's good awareness. Those are the type of things that the wicket keeper, like I just said about the bowler, you develop some, small things that what he's developed over the years.
In a very strong area for Amrutpore. The cut shot this time, though, unable to find the gap, just pick out the fielder.
The spin bowlers have definitely bowled a lot slower from the start of the week to now, identifying that there's been a lot of traffic on the surface. So knowing that there would be a lot of spin on offer, or stop, as we say in cricket. So stop basically means the ball just holds up in the pitch, which again gets the batsman to play through the line of the ball when not quite there, ending up being caught somewhere in the cover region.
Just the arm ball, just coming in off the angle. Again, a very good over this from Milind Kumar. Just giving up that one wide so far, but no runs off the bat for Amrut.
Just taking some time, walking away, going to speak to Mr. Nobody at square leg, trying to reset himself.
And there
Half
is
chance.
an edge that goes over Mario Ramprasad.
Good.
It goes to third man, not much pace on it, so just the fielder inside the circle able to get it. An edgy way to get a single there for Amrut, but he'll take it nonetheless.
Let's see how Sagar Patel ends the power play. Is he going to try to show some sort of aggression, or look to just knock the ball down to deep mid-wicket or long off and try to reset for the next phase of the game, which is over 6 to 10, 7 to 11, I beg your pardon, and try to give some impetus for the Lightning.
Sagar Patel would love a boundary. Gets it to the leg side, over the top of the man at square leg, and that's going to run all the way, so he is going to finish the power play off with the boundary. Again, not the most conventional of shots, but it's where he intended it to go, and that's going to do it. 6 overs gone, 42 for the loss of 1. Welcome back here to Church Street Park, the site of the 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. It's Janoy Drysdale back in to the young Amrutpore. Keeping it right outside the off stump. That time a little extra bounce on offer. Again, Dane Peen on occasion has mentioned the inconsistencies of this turf wicket. It's been played upon. This is the 6th match on it. So again, this is why you're going to see some deliveries stay a little touch lower. This delivery getting some extra legs.
Yeah, that's a real good length by Drysdale. I really do appreciate that length of bowling. It was a real quick delivery.
I just heard Liam Plunkett say best ball of the day that.
Wow.
So he had appreciation for that one.
Definitely did.
And backs it up with another one, maybe even better, closer on the body of Amrutpore.
Good energy this by Drysdale. Good follow through, as you can see. He's feeling his action. It's always nice to see a fast bowler following through. I had the pleasure and privilege of standing at mid-wicket when Dale Steyn was running into bowl, and that is a sight to behold. When they're flying in and following through, staring at the batsman, that's theatre, that's entertainment, in my opinion. One of the best ever to play the game.
Yeah, young Obiran Bolasetti will definitely agree with you if you go and tell him that. One of his favorite pace bowlers of all time. This time slower. Changing it up, and Amrutpore struggling now against Janoy Drysdale.
Great over so far. 2 good deliveries back of a length, and rolling his fingers over it. As you can see, there was a bit of spin by the big fast bowler. I've really enjoyed the way that he's constructed this over so far, and no one better to be at mid-on than Liam Plunkett, talking him through on how to construct this over. This is what the minor league's all about. Cricket players mixing with one another, experience and youth, and that's how we get the game better in the United States of America.
The youth comes down the track this time, but only to find the man at cover. Really awkward position. Looked like his left leg was out full extend, and he went straight down. And you could see Milind Kumar in a world of pain at the moment. Just looked like an awkward position to field the ball in. Gonna hope he's okay. Again, can't afford to lose too many pieces. Already lost Kremagore in the field.
That's real unfortunate. That I know that he does have a ankle issue. I think it's his left ankle, but hopefully it's not the knee. We've seen how things get, ACLs get done by the most innocuous sort of movement, a la Odell Beckham Jr. in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, unfortunate there and unfortunate here for Milind Kumar. Again, it just looked like as he was going down, he was full stretch on one leg, maybe sat straight on the other foot. Oh, he is holding his knee. Never want to see that. The turf monster coming up as it's deemed in the NFL. We'll take a quick break though, and going to hope Milind Kumar is all right. So Janoy Drysdale, he's back, and Milind Kumar back on his feet. Can look like the ball struck him straight on the knee, so maybe just a little bit of shock getting hit in the kneecap.
Yeah, thankfully nothing too serious.
So here we go, Drysdale back into Pore. Pore
Catch
this
it.
time gets part of a short ball, and he gets all of it. He's looked good on the back foot this
Chaka!
time. It's straight back on the leg side. He's able to get back in his crease very nicely and help it along its way for 6.
One of the words I've learned since coming to America. Chaka, 6. Into the Sanjay Stanley Creek. Is it all our training balls away into that, doing rangy thing? The one time we got to train here at Church Street Park, Baba Bay. He's whacked it about 20 balls into that creek over there. We've never seen them again. It's the end of its life.
And that time Drysdale again wanting to go back of a length. This time just straying down the leg side, allowed Bore the freedom to just open up his hands. Let it go, and again, that ball might be gone. We see the third umpire carrying new balls in.
Yet another break in play, so the Raptors game might be starting at 3 p.m. today.
Might be cooler at 3 than at 2:30, Dane.
Yeah, I don't mind. I want to have my second July 4th beer. So the quicker we get it done, the quicker we get to the July 4th beer and the celebrations thereafter.
Again, happy Independence Day to everyone watching. Again, you can check out all the matches during this minor league holiday weekend on the YouTube channel at MLC Network. You can also follow the live updates at MIL Cricket. They keep getting me with that one, at MIL Cricket on Twitter.
Presented by
Sunoco, there you go. And then on Instagram and Facebook, you can check out the handles at MILC USA to get all things and all updates regarding minor league cricket. Again, our 3 sponsors, the title sponsor Toyota, our presenting sponsor Sunoco, and our official sponsor Daffodil News. None of the action you've seen over the course of these last couple of days would be possible without any of them. So big thanks to those 3 aforementioned names. And again, they're looking for the second new ball of the day. Lost one earlier from Saga Patel this time.
Ball.
Third new ball, if you want to say it like that.
Yes.
There you go.
The beauty of T20 cricket. Balls get hit away. Guys are looking for it. I wonder what TCL kid is looking for the ball in the creek.
Well, I promise there's
Anirudh Belasetti maybe. Tanish. You'll find it a lot easier being 4'3", trying to search for that ball in there.
But once they find it, they're going to have a swarm around it. No one's going to get out there alive if one of them finds it. There's 1 ball left in this 7th over. It's been a long over, a couple breaks in play. Janoy Drysdale, outside of that 1-6, he's bowled 4 dot balls. So again, get away with a dot ball here. It looks like a very good over for the Philadelphians.
Yeah, definitely. He's bowled well. I think he's deserved the wicket again. Brings a lot of energy to the Philadelphians team, but doesn't get rewarded, unfortunately. But hopefully he gets some reward today. I thought he's bowled well all weekend. And hopefully he cracks one through and gets a wicket for the team from Philadelphia.
Let's see if he can do it here on the final delivery of the 7th over. This one's going to strike Amrut Pradesh straight on the body, looking for a pull shot. A thumbs up. You see Janoy Drysdale checking on him. A thumbs up from Amrut Pradesh, and that's going to do it for the 7th over. 48 for the loss of 1.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Welcome back to Church Street Park. It's Milind Kumar back into the attack. A seam up delivery and it's sent straight back. And it's sent far enough and maybe into the creek. This one, Sagar Patel, he gets a hold of it. Touch full and touch easy for Sagar Patel.
Yeah, great shot by Sagar Patel. Loves the sweep. He can, as he showed there, he can sweep the ball from short fine leg all the way to long on. He's got good quick hands. Milind Kumar will probably be slightly disappointed with the length he's bowled. Slightly too full for the right-handed Sagar Patel.
See how he backs that one up. Yeah, it does pitch it back of a length, and oftentimes you'll see Milind Kumar hold it seam up, and that's why you see some swing that he gets. Just one of his variations.
It's a smart piece of bowling. Oi.
That time ran his fingers over, looking to spin it away from the right-hander. Found an outside edge, no slip in play.
Don't think it would have carried to slip though, to be fair. It just looked like it looped over.
It would have been a sharp catch by Mario Ramprasad. Freaking squared up Sagar Patel. This
Not
time it's
out.
on the legs, and Dame Pete emphatically says, not out. We've seen everything happen in Church Street Park, so Dane's giving his decision on anything.
Anything. I'm just giving the viewers, all the listeners out there, a sign to what the umpire shouldn't be doing by giving that out.
This one just flicked off of his legs, giving chase,
Derek
and it's
Narayan
not
will
going to
not
happen.
get there. Again, line slightly off. The 6 was the length. This time it's the line, and Sagar Patel's been all over it.
Yeah, straying down the leg side, is able to get a slight bit of bat on it, enough bat to send it all the way to the rope for 4. Again, we've seen oftentimes Anirudh Manual or Karim Gore chasing this one. This time was Derek Narayan not able to do so. To be fair, it was running very, very quickly along this freshly mowed outfield. It's an expensive over here for Milind. This one is short down the leg side. It's going to fall short of any fielder. Just is going to be kept to 1 though.
Good piece of fielding by the substitute, Abdul Jabbar, coming on for Karim Gore, who limped off 5 overs ago. And that's the end of the 8th over. The Atlanta Lightning are 59 for 1.
Welcome back here to Church Street Park, and we're going to get to see our first leggy into the middle. It's going to be Anirudh Manual, the under-19. He is the vice captain of the Philadelphians, and he's being brought on. Again, I think his over and his 3 deliveries to Abhiram Bolasetti changed that match against the Raptors. Going to look for a better showing here.
Without a doubt, a shadow of a doubt, the hairstyle of Minor League 2022, presented by
Sunoco. There we go. Dane's all in it. He's got all the sponsors' names, and I think he loves saying that particular one.
Sunoco.
Sunoco again.
Mexican gas, right? I did some research into it.
There you go.
Google, yeah. While I was feeding my son last night when I got home, just Googled it because I said it so many times yesterday. I didn't quite have the pronunciation on Google.
So Anirudh Manual coming back in. This one short and wide. It just finds an under edge and is going to go for 1. And again, Anirudh Manual at times just gets a bit short. And I think it's just the nature of his action. Sometimes he just drags it down. And very young. Just trying to learn through the game. This time a much better length.
What ball, good fielding again by the substitute Abdul Jabbar. I do like the look of Emmanuel. as a different bowling action. Spins the ball past the perpendicular, tries to spin the ball from past the perpendicular, so it does end up being a lot more googlies than leg spinners. So he's got good control of length, does the young man.
It looks almost like Ravi Bishnoi coming in to bowl.
That's a nick. That's out. That's definitely out.
Well, not out given by the umpire.
That's out.
Ramprasad was ready for it. Anirudh Emmanuel was ready for it. But the umpire says no. Dane Pete with the finger up here in the comm box.
That's out.
Unfortunately, Dane Pete's finger is not the finger
that matters,
counts. It's not the one.
But like I always say, in my opinion, that's out. So it's my opinion only.
And did look very, very close. This one again pushed out. It's up in the air. It's going to squirt through point.
What I was about to say is, if there's normally a half chance drop catch misfield, the very next ball goes for a 4-6. That's just the nature of the way the game's played. Bowler seems angry, seems hard done by, forces the next ball out. Batsman all over that, knowing he's got a second chance. And he's cut that for 4. Yeah, very unfortunate for the young man.
Reporter gets 4 after being given a life. And again, when Anirudh gets it right, it's very hard to play because of just the angle he creates. Again, pushed outside, and again, just over the top of the bat. And that's going to do it. 9 overs gone, 66 for the loss of 1.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Welcome back to Church Street Park. A plane flying over the head of us heading to RDU, just 8 minutes away from where we're currently sitting, and it's Shiranshu Bhatia, or as Dane Pete would like to say, Chiru, loves his nickname.
Yeah, it's easier for me to say. Chiro. Yeah, no, it's a lot easier for me to say. It rolls off your tongue, so I'll leave it to you. Yet another plane coming in over the horizon. This looks like JFK at the moment. It's very busy, this airport.
Yeah, it's Monday, it's July 4th. People coming back in from their long weekend holidays, getting ready for work on Tuesday. Shiranshu Bhatia back into work.
If you're clever though, you'll take Tuesday and Wednesday off to recover from today and the weekend that happened.
We'll get to see if I have the luxury of doing that or not. But
I wish I could do that.
I think everyone wishes they could do it, Dan.
Yeah, I do. It's a Southwest. One of my favorite airlines, as you can just sit wherever you want to. The key is to checking in early, right, Aman?
There you go. You got to get to the airport early.
As soon as that 24-hour threshold opens, you all over that app, you're trying to get in, trying to get an A or B boarding pass.
There you go. That's a dream. Sometimes you stuck in Group 7. And,
ooh!
Yeah, not the best place to be. But
sitting in the middle between.
Yeah, middle seat's never fun.
No.
As Shiranshu Bhatia comes back in. This one's up in the air from Ambutpore. He hasn't quite got all of it. Will it find the field or no? Falling well short
of Drysdale. Good effort there.
Again, Shiranshu Bhatia took 5 wickets last week in the win against the New England Eagles for the Philadelphians. He just keeps it around stumps and mixes it up quite well. That's what he's going to look to do today to Sagar Patel and Amrutpore. Try to break this partnership.
The Eastern Conference hotting up a little bit as a couple of results are coming in thick and fast. My former conference.
This one is pulled away from Sagar Patel. No fielder in the area, and it's going to be 4 against Sagar Patel. We talked about struggled early in the 2 matches. Today, though, he's well into his 40s now. He looks very set, and he looks comfortable out there.
This is his type of innings that he's wanted to play for quite some time. Sagar Patel's looked good. He's not tried to overhit the ball. Let the ball come to him. First 2 days he's been quite busy trying to force something, as you would be, as it's the first game of your minor league campaign. But now it looks like it's settled. His nerves are out the way and now he can get back to playing. A lot of mannerisms at Sagar Patel. As you can see, he taps down and then taps his foot as the bowler runs in. All the mannerisms I pick up to try and irritate batsmen. I see he likes to cross on the right-hand side of his partner or left-hand side of his partner. So all the things that I notice.
This time comes down and is hit firmly. Is it going to be Drysdale in the deep? No, but there is a cow corner that will get it. Oh, a little fumble from Jonathan Fu is going to allow them to get back for 2. Probably should have been kept to 1. There's just a slight fumble. And once they saw that fumble happen, Sagar Patel and Amrupore, they sprinted off and made it back.
Yeah, good awareness. 2 young guys, 2 fit guys. Can work the wicket in between, trying to get extra runs. As we do know, as the Philadelphians do know, every run does count.
Yeah, they've been a part of 2 super overs.
And hopefully the end of their super over run, for today at least.
Milind Kumar is hoping for it. Again, asked about it at the toss. He says, please no. Doesn't want another super over.
I don't want one too.
Would be a 3rd consecutive one. And Bhatia this time showing a little late shape away from the right-handed Sagar Patel.
Has a real good bowling style, does Chiru. He's looks to hit the deck, presents the seam, does all those nice things as bowlers. One's got a nice economical action. Nothing too different about his action, and he keeps it nice and simple. Like he did in the penultimate over against the Morrisville Raptors. He just tried to hit a good length, and it worked.
It's working for him so far in the over. Sagar Patel again comes down, pushes it through covers. It's just going to be kept to 2 out there in the deep, and that's going to do it. Halfway through the match, 76 for the loss of 1. Aaron, whenever you're ready. Here we go, it's Anirudh Emmanuel. Oh, keep it right outside the off stump. Giving Amrupore fits at the moment.
Yeah, he's looked really good as the young mystery leg spinner, or young Ravi Bishnoi. One of my favorite Indian spinners. Him and Yuzi Chahal. Catch it? No. Unlucky.
Yeah, it was over the top of the infield. Just enough bat on it to slice it. And it's going to be 4 runs for Amrupore. Again, he struggled against Emmanuel in his first over. Struggled on the first ball, but able to get some runs away to ease some of that pressure.
Milind Kumar, the captain from Long On, just signaling to Anirudh Emmanuel to bowl slightly straighter to the left-hander, which I do agree with. It's just unfortunate that he did get him out in the previous over, but the umpire not playing along to his game. But yes, just a bit of width given by the young man. Again, yes, he does get hit, but the best part of this in minor league cricket is young players get to learn, and they learn on the job, which is the best thing to do as young cricketers.
No experience like a match experience.
Not out.
This one I don't think was out.
That's not out.
But I think they were looking for a replacement or appeal and a replacement decision.
The other one was out, not that one.
Looking forward.
The first one was out, not that one. He missed that one.
Again, Dane Feet not giving the umpires any slack at the moment. He's seen a lot in his couple of days here in the box, and this time using his feet. Amrut Bore not able to get anywhere. Again, Mario Prasad is so active behind the stumps, so quick laterally. It's not allowing Bore to even think about a single.
Not trying to be mean to the umpires in any stretch of the imagination. People normally speak about players batting badly, bowling badly.
Yeah.
So why can't people out there just mention something about the umpires? Because that's how people get better at the end of the day. So I'm not saying it from a negative or in a negative way. Just trying to help the game grow, as everyone is.
Absolutely, we're all looking to get better. As Anirudh Manu comes in, a big slog sweep,
Much
and this
deserved.
time he gets his man. Never looked comfortable. Amrut Bore tried to sweep him, and he's missed it completely. Anirudh Emmanuel finally gets the wicket of Amrut Bore.
Beautiful piece of bowling. That looked like the leg spinner. Just straightened off the surface and crashing into middle and leg stump. Great rewards for the young man. I thought he's bowled pretty well this weekend. Yes, we spoke about the over he bowled to Abhiram Bolasetti, but I think that's a big wicket for the Philadelphians. As we do know, regular wickets during this weekend has really helped teams, and yet another wicket for the Philadelphians as young Pure leaves for 26 of 29 deliveries, and now the Atlanta Lightning 82 for 2 after 11 overs.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
Welcome back to Church Street Park, the site of the 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. Shiranshu Bhatia back in to bowl. Hanchard Hamilton, he's the new bat. He's going to be at the non-striker's end to start us off. Again, the big wicket of Amrut Bore falling in the previous over. A single for Sagar Patel to start things off. So here we go. And that is also going to be his 50. 50 from 34. It's been a brilliant innings for Sagar Patel. He's showing some great shots down the ground, and he's looking to anchor this innings forward.
Fantastic innings by Patel. Much deserved. He's played beautifully today. Said this on numerous occasions. He's definitely looked the part by allowing the ball to come to him and just stroking the ball confidently and naturally. We played this game as young kids growing up. We played it naturally. We weren't coached. And that's the way he's played. He just looked unfazed today. He just played this game naturally. He reacted to how the ball has come down to him. And he's played a fantastic innings for the team. This is just what they needed, the Lightning, after last night's performance. A big partnership in the middle. And now they're going at close to 7.5 runs and over, which is quite ideal.
Well, it's Hanchard Hamilton to start. You can see the plan from Shiranshu Bhatia. Keep everything around stumps and angle them all in to the left-hander.
Real good start that by Chiru to the left-hander. Hitting the deck nice and hard. And again, like I said, if you put energy into your delivery, you get a good reward, which he did get. Ball nipped in quite nicely off the surface. I think Church Street Park has played beautifully. Credit goes to the ground staff or the curators.
This one straight on stumps. Fielders are out there. It's just going to be a couple of bounces to Jonathan Fu out in the deep. It's going to be one, and like you said, all hats off to the curators. Again, it's not easy to get a wicket to play for 5 consecutive matches, and then there's another one. this afternoon as well. So again, hats off to all the curators here.
Thanks,
at
Pat,
Park.
Jerry, Justin from MLC and Co. It's been beautiful. The outfield's been in immaculate condition. And it's just been a real spectacle for the local Research Triangle residents. And especially the cricketers. I mean, I've been speaking to a lot of cricketers. They're like, oh, this is your home ground. Must be nice just to tap a ball through covers and it races away for 4. I said, yes, it's really nice. To be able to know that you're playing on turf as your home game, that's a real bonus. I feel like that's a real leveler of the game, playing on turf. So it's been good to see so many teams come out and just enjoy playing on such a well-kept facility. Credit goes to the town of Morrisville.
And this one is going to race away through the covers. A good effort put out there by the sweeper, but it's not enough. Again, runs through this quick outfield. Sagar Patel gets the width he was looking for and slaps it away for 4.
Yeah, slight bit of room did Sagar Patel give himself then. He just slapped the ball, like you said, on through the extra cover region. Good effort by the young man out there to stop the boundary, but it was hit like a tracer bullet and it just crashed into the fence. And a good shot. The key for Sagar Patel is not to take his foot off the gas, as they say, and try to keep the momentum going with the likes of Kyrie Pierre, Heath Richards and Co to come in and try and whack a few at the end.
Again, make some room. This time Bhatia follows him, look for the big pull shot, misses out, and that's going to do it. 12 overs gone, 90 for the loss of 2. Welcome back to Church Street Park. Anirudh Emmanuel getting a 3rd consecutive over. Again, well deserved. He's bowled beautifully. But no more Amrut Bore. Rather, it's Hanchard Hamilton, the other left-hander. Full and straight on to the legs. Just worked away for 1, so now he's going to get to bowl to Sagar Patel. Did get a lot of opportunities to bowl to Sagar in his first two overs. Now, going to get the opportunity to bowl to a right-hander.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be interesting because the right-hander is going to set up for the ball spinning away. I don't know how much of Sagar Patel has faced Anirudh Emmanuel, but it's going to be a good challenge, like you say.
Well, comes down the track and pushes it through covers. A wide, long off is able to get that one. Just keep it to 1.
That's a lot of experience by Milan Kumar, knowing that Sagar Patel hits the ball through the extra cover region. So he's shifted kind of wide to protect that particular shot.
Understanding your opponents is a big part of the game. And when you can just kind of cramp your opponents up, make them do something different, you always feel like you're in the game and able to take a wicket.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you on that.
Sharp 2 taken from the Atlanta Lightning off the outer part of the bat from Hanchard Hamilton. And you see Anirudh Emmanuel consistently pushing it away from the left-hander, and then, as we saw at Amrut Bora, have 1 come back in on him to see if they're willing to open up their stumps, try maybe a sweep, or maybe they're expecting the cut and it gets on your pads.
I don't think Hamilton will go to the sweep too early on, knowing that the demise of Amrut Bora, the previous batsman, was playing the sweep shot. So he's going to try to stay nice and on top of the ball, try to hit the sweep at extra cover, long on, long off. And again, with mid-wicket open, this is a big opportunity for Anirudh to spin the ball away like that we see there.
Yeah, right on
of the left-hander.
Right on cue, leading edge, just falling safely. But you can see the tactics working from Milan Kumar, leaving that vacant mid-wicket region open for that very reason, to see if he can invoke a leading edge. from Hanchard Hamilton.
Yes. Milan Kumar having a couple of choice words for his backward point there, feeling like it's not one or should have thrown it to. Great shot.
Strong off the bat of Sagar Patel. He latched onto that one. Was on a length. He just able to free his arms outside the stumps. He gets that one to go all the way to the boundary rope. That's going to do it for the 13th over. Make it 99 for the loss of 2. Welcome back here to Church Street Park. We're going to see Liam Plunkett back, this time in the 14th over, to bowl one of his final 2 overs into Hanchard Hamilton. Again, I think the captain seeing Sagar Patel get things going a little bit in the previous couple of overs, turning to one of his strike bowlers to slow things down.
Yeah, definitely the reason why Plunkett's come back into the attack is to get a wicket for the captain, and especially for the team in Philadelphia. We don't want things to balloon out of control here. If they have 8 wickets in hand with the last 3 overs, you can really, as the great David Loy says, it's a clearance sale. Everything's got to go at the back end of the inning. So it's an important part of the game this for the Philadelphians. Good tactic by Milan Kumar, bringing in his strike bowler in Plunkett.
He's kept out the fine leg, so the short ball is an option if he wants to go for it. A little bit of confusion between Plunkett, Hamilton, and Ramprasad.
Liam signaled to me a few overs ago. His opening spell was felt like he was pushing a wheelchair, and then for the run-up, and then bowling. That's how it felt to him. So obviously feeling a bit sore after playing 2 games after 13 months. But I thought he's been quite impressive for the Philadelphians.
Absolutely. 3rd game back-to-back-to-back. Not missing anything there. Liam Plunkett back of a length, right on top of off stump. All you could hope to do was work it for a single. And now this is the matchup. You want Sagar Patel on strike. You want his wicket. You're seeing if Liam Plunkett can deliver. You're going to rely on all of his experience to get Sagar Patel.
The best thing about Liam compared to all the other bowlers is you can see as soon as he's known that will be one, he's signaling out to his field, so he knows what he's trying to do as a bowler. And this is the type of mentorship that he will pass on to the local Philadelphians, from the kids all the way up to the senior men's team. And yes, he didn't know this from a young man. It came with all the experience of playing against some of the best players in the world, and just trying to knuckle down to understanding what he needs to do as a bowler and not worry about the batsman, what he's trying to do. So, like I said earlier, this is what minor league cricket is all about, which is presented by
Sunoco. We have the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco, and that is exactly what it's all about. And we saw Anirudh Emmanuel bowl a couple overs, and now we're seeing Liam Plunkett bowl, this youth and all this experience of a World Cup winner at Liam Plunkett, sharing all of his words and all of his wisdom to everyone involved with the Philadelphians. I'm sure if any kid, any player in minor league cricket comes to him, he'll give you an answer. This one is short, top edge. Liam Plunkett's coming there.
Oh.
Would have been a one-handed stunner, low to the ground, unable to get there. He's saying, Ramprasad, you could have probably gotten there before I could have. I'm not sure Ramprasad quite agrees.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that. That ball has definitely just fallen into space, unfortunately. And fortunately for the Lightning. It's a good piece of bowling, that Liam. We call it the blind spot. He's just bowled just outside the eye line of the left-hander. She's definitely not felt in control of that. It's definitely skidded off the surface and not quite in control. But yeah, it's been a good over so far for the Philadelphians. Close to getting that wicket.
Let's see if they can get it from Sagar Patel here. Straying down the leg side. It's work to a vacant 5-leg region, 5-leg in the circle. It was in between them, and it's going to run away for 4. I think he was trying to go for maybe an off-cutter, just missed it. And easy pickings for Sagar Patel.
What he's done quite well here, Sagar Patel, all innings, he's shifted around his crease, either walking at the batsman, giving himself some room. Liam following him, and unfortunately for the Philadelphians, unfortunately for the Lightning, he's clipped it and beat fine leg to its right. And it's gone for yet another boundary. Sagar Patel batting beautifully at the moment. It's walked into the 60s, batting at 160% strike rate, which is ideal.
This one is slapped away, straight back down the ground, mid-off, up in the circle, and that means it's going to be another 4. So back-to-back boundaries for Sagar Patel. He's looked so good today, and he's keeping things going.
Yeah, it's looked good. Moved to 69 now, 42 deliveries. The Atlanta Lightning moving to 110 for 2 in the 14th over, which is a perfect setting for the team.
Plunkett back into bowl. This time, give some room, and Sagar Patel doesn't miss out. It was a little bit fuller than the previous couple of ones, and Sagar Patel, he likes it there, and he works it over mid-off for 4 more.
Great shot by Sagar Patel. Wasn't quite there, but he just backed himself to hit the ball over mid-off. Hence the over for the Atlanta Lightning, I beg your pardon. Take them to 114 for 2.
Welcome back to Church Street Park. Milind Kumar, the captain, bringing himself back on. He was hoping Liam Plunkett could break up a partnership. As Hanchard Hamilton gets a shot in there, but it's only going to pick out the man in the deep. Syed Abdullah, safe pair of hands. The horns blow from the Lightning faithful. And there it is, Hanchard Hamilton. He has to go.
Good introduction of himself here. Milind Kumar calling all his troops in. After getting that wicket, I've hardly seen Syed Abdullah ever drop a catch with those big mitts of his. But yeah, that's a big wicket for the Philadelphians, a much needed wicket. The Lightning have sort of got into some sort of rhythm. Hamilton leaving for 8 of 9 deliveries. The score has not changed with 3 wickets down in the 15th over for the Lightning.
Yeah, again, a brilliant start to the over for the Philadelphians. Bringing out Shamar Springer. And for the Lightning, you would have done your job keeping Shamar Springer in the dugout until the last couple of overs. Again, this is the period of play you want him where he can just express himself to the fullest. But also has Sagar Patel at the other end who's playing very well. Again, Sagar looking to anchor it around, let Shamar Springer be the big striker. Looks like it's going to be Sagar Patel on strike. Definite cross there. Again, we've seen some interesting decisions on whether the batters have crossed or not at times. Again, it all happens at Church Street Park.
All happens. That's for sure. But they definitely crossed there. The ball was in the air for an eternity, it seemed.
It definitely did, and Milind Kumar gets the left-hander, but again, this is the wicket he's looking for. Hanchard Hamilton is a great prize, but the big fish at the moment is Sagar Patel, who's on 73 off 43, batting so well. So here we go. Giving him some room, he's just tried to squeeze it through point. A stacked field over there.
A couple of dot balls here to just stem the flow from Sagar Patel would be ideal for the Philadelphians and Milind Kumar. So he's going to be smart, keeping the ball away from his eye line. See how he goes here. Carom ball.
This one was on stumps. Worked away through the leg side. Just going to be one, though. They'll be happy with that. And here's another big wicket. You send Shamar Springer packing early. You feel well ahead.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to look to take a couple of wickets here, especially in the 15th over. This is a crucial part of the game for both teams. I think there's a chance for Milind Kumar to get early inroads, but Springer's been hitting the ball well all weekend.
Here we go. This one on stumps. Work through the leg side. Straight away.
Out.
No.
Goodness
put him down.
graciously. Let's see this reaction. Let's see the reaction.
He can't believe it. A stare down to the outfield. Again, he was just trying to maneuver the boundary rope, not trying to step on it. And it looked like he was just trying to play that balancing act. But this time it's come out of his hands. Didn't matter if he was on the rope.
Oh, lifeline.
Lifeline for Shamar Springer.
I wish I knew what he said there. Milind Kumar.
Didn't quite hear what he said, but he's still having some words.
Still?
With his cow corner fielder. Again, another stare down. Again, that's a big wicket, a big drop.
Huge wicket, that. Definitely stem the flow, broaden the likes of Heath Richards, Kyrie Pierre. Oh, he has another chance. Let's see.
Straight up. Is anyone going to find it? No, it's going to fall safely. And Milind Kumar going to be upset. You can see just kind of tossing his hat at the moment. And that's going to do it. 15 overs gone. Shamar Springer given a lifeline. 118 for the loss of 3.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back here to Church Street Park. 15 overs gone, 118 on the board, and Liam Plunkett, he's going to bowl, it's Charanshu Bhatia coming in to replace Liam Plunkett from the Shiloh end, the Cedar Fork end. This will be his third over. Has given up 18 in his first 2. He's been pretty economical. Again, there's wickets here. It's Shamar Springer, Sagar Patel, an important partnership for the Lightning. You get one of these 2 out. Almost had Shamar Springer in the previous over. Get one of these 2 out. You feel like you can keep them under a score of 150.
Protecting the leg side boundary, knowing that Shamar Springer loves hitting the ball there in that particular region.
It's going to be an outside edge over the top of third man inside the ring, and it's going to fly away for a 1-bounce 4. It was wide. There's no third man out. Maybe not the best of deliveries, trying to keep it out of the arc. 4 runs for Shamar Springer.
With the field that's set, it's kind of criminal to bowl that wide and that full. Having guys out on the leg side boundary, it's kind of important to make them hit the ball there, because any sort of bat is going to make the ball trickle away. Atlanta Lightning now marching to the 160. Probably, in my opinion, should be par against a formidable batting lineup that the Philadelphians do have.
And the 160 on the board, we saw it just kind of crumbled the Atlanta Lightning yesterday. That scoreboard pressure, constantly needing 8 runs and over. And once you just have a couple of lulls in there, then you're just at a bad spot. So 160 would be huge for the Lightning to have. That's just worked for a quick single. This time much straighter on Shamar Springer, also back of a length.
Yeah, very good piece of bowling, as you can hear from his teammates. Yes, very well bowled, mate. Came from Liam Plunkett, so ideal delivery that to get spring off strike. I really like the look of Chiru. He's a good all-round cricketer for the Philadelphians. Has the ability to whack the ball for them at the death. He hasn't had an opportunity to bat yet.
Right now bowling in a death shows off the slower ball that can only be worked away for just 1.
Played a beautiful innings against the DC Hawks out in Philadelphia last year in the minor league. Got close to 50, I think. Ended up cramping as he did, walked off the field, but he played a beautiful innings, I remember that.
I've seen a couple of cramps here at Church Street Park. Kareem Agor, to say one of them, Danish Patel yesterday.
Yeah, that was my all-time favorite.
A celebration, never want to hurt yourself when you're celebrating. This one is short and it's slapped away, but straight to the man at sweep recover who makes no mistake about it.
Great execution from Chiru, knowing that his sweeper guy is quite square, not straight, knowing that he's in a ball back of a length and should be stopped. Good piece of fielding by Yash, who's on the redemption trail at the moment, trying to sort out that drop catch in the previous over.
Gotta make sure it doesn't muster in your mind a little bit. Gotta take it away. Sagar Patel tries to take it through the leg side. Nowhere near a bat on it. Shamar Springer wanted the second. It's sent back by Sagar Patel. So ends up being just one with one ball left here in the 16th.
A big ball this for Chiru. He's got to close out the over. It's important that he doesn't do what he did in the first ball, allowing a boundary. Milan Kumar would want that too.
Yeah, slower on stumps. We saw him bowl it to Sagar Patel. Does he go back to it here for Shamar Springer? He
Bang.
does do it, but Shamar Springer, has he got a hold of it? Yeah, he has. There's no doubt about it. Over the top, onto the walkway, and that's the way to close out that 16th over. Shamar Springer gets the 6 away. Boundary to start, boundary to finish. 132 for the loss of 3. So here we go into the 17th over now. It's Anirudh Emmanuel. Rare to see leg spinners bowl this late in the match, but they're backing the youngster. Just going to give up 1 here on the first delivery. What do you think about the ploy to bring back in the leg spinner?
I love it, I love it. Knowing that they created a few opportunities, Milland created an opportunity for a catch, knowing that there's an opportunity for the young man to come on and try and get Springer out. As we clearly saw in the previous over, Springer loves pace on the ball. So it's taking off a tall man. He's going to try to reach for the back of a length delivery that Anirudh Emmanuel does bowl. Because that projected total's mid 160 now. So Milland would like a couple of dot balls, or just a couple of ones here to stem the flow of runs.
Yeah, just a couple of ones is all they're going to get from the first 3. He's bowled a good over here on Anirudh. Instead of giving flight, he's been much quicker through the air, which makes sense for a death bowling. You don't want to get hit. Wickets aren't as important as the dot balls at this stage.
So I spoke to you yesterday about the field set. Damon Jacobs had the extra cover out, which he just slapped it to. I do like this field, especially at the back end, but should never have been 2 runs. But criminal there by Jonathan Fu.
Still a good over nonetheless here for Anirudh Emmanuel.
Good piece of bowling by the young man.
Yes.
Big fan of his, not just his hairstyle, but what he does.
There's a big slog sweep. Has he picked the gap? He has, and it's going to be 4. Shamar Springer has long levers. I think just a touch too full, able to latch onto it quickly. Shamar makes the over the Atlanta Lightnings.
Yeah, definitely good shot. But again, that 6 foot, maybe 6'3" and a bit frame does help to play that sort of shot where, like you said, slightly too full maybe, but to another batsman it'll be a good length. So he can manufacture things from there.
This time pulls the length back. It's just going to be hit to that very busy point region, and that's going to do it for the 17th over. 142 for the loss of 3.
What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Welcome back to Church Street Park. We have another plane flying overhead heading to RDU. Again, Church Street Park, really in the center of the small town that is Mooresville, North Carolina. Everything 10 minutes away from this spot. And we're going to see Janoy Drysdale back in to bowl this 18th over to Shamar Springer. Again, Shamar Springer not afraid to hit the short one straight back. We saw him do it to Umaid Asif. What does Drysdale have in store for Shamar Springer? It's fuller in length, pace on the ball, and it's going to be gone. It's going to be over the top and just in front of the cart path. Doesn't quite get it over to the creek, but it's 6 runs nonetheless for Shamar Springer.
Yeah, incredible shot. They do this very well, the Caribbean boys. They give themselves room, and these quick hands that they do have, they can manufacture the ball over the mid-off boundary, and it sounded like a miss hit, but he's absolutely hammered that over the mid-off region. Not a bad ball by Drysdale, in my opinion, but a very good shot to get the over going.
Yeah, mid-off was in the ring, so he just had to clear the 30-yard circle. I think Shamar Springer will back himself every time to do that. This time again, trying to make room, come down the track, and Drysdale keeps it away from the arc of Shamar Springer.
Bit of an off-cut to that, man. How do you see the next 16 balls going for both teams?
Again, Shamar Springer is going to be the key here for the Lightning. If he can get latch onto a couple, we're not only looking at 160, 170, 180 comes into play. Again, the Philadelphians would love to just have him eat a couple of dot balls. If he can get his wicket, bring in a guy like Heath Richards. Again, very powerful hitter, but you'd rather him than Shamar. And that's going to depend on this over.
Well balled.
Followed Shamar Springer this time. Shamar Springer upset with himself, pulled it back of a length, and again, not much room for Shamar Springer to use those quick hands of his.
Yeah, very good bowling, and I think this is his strength, Janoy Drysdale. He shouldn't go away from this. He eats the deck nice and hard, bowls a good heavy ball. Ball flying through. Springer was quite disappointed to have missed out on that. He's striking the ball pretty well, 28 of 12 deliveries, well north of 200% strike rate that is by Springer.
This
good
time,
bowling.
Bat on ball, but nowhere near the kind of connection he was looking for. As Liam Punklet kind of walks over a little gingerly to Janoy Drysdale.
Yeah, that's a good piece of bowling. It's a, like we said earlier, 6'3" and a bit frame of Springer. You need to get the ball right up there and try and cramp him up. You spoke about the shot that Springer played a couple of days ago where he slapped it over Iron Man's head. There was a bit of room on that occasion, but on this occasion they're going nice at his chest, which he can't get the ball away.
And smart bowling here from Drysdale. Ended off strong as Sagar Patel, worked into the leg side. It's just going to be one, so Shamar Springer is going to have strike on this final delivery. Again, always a challenge, even though you've bowled a great over so far, knowing Shamar Springer is on strike. You don't want to get it wrong. You get one wrong, you'll see it over your head for 6.
Yeah, definitely. It's about execution here. I don't think he should be trying to go any fuller than what he's done. The line's going to be important. Springer knows what he's going to do. And it's just, as the horn sounds out, it's just about the execution for the last ball of the over.
So here we go, Drysdale in for the final delivery of the 18th.
Bold.
And again, pushes it outside the arc of Shamar Springer, hits the toe end of the bat, and a great over apart from the 6 to start it off. That's going to do it. 18 overs gone, 151 for the loss of 3. Welcome back here to Church Street Park into the 19th over now. And Milind Kumar going to back himself. The skipper almost had the wicket of Shamar Springer in his last over. That's why he's brought himself back on. Oh, there's no chance the fielder's catching this one. This one's hit far, hit straight. Just bounces in front of the car. Almost another dent in another car here at Church Street Park, but he got a hold of that one and sent it all the way over the top.
Yeah, real good shot. Milind Kumar, as you can see, Syed Abdullah just jogging across the car park, getting the ball. Just missed his length again, did Milind Kumar. I think it's a brave tactic, but I love it. It's an opportunity to get a couple of wickets. And the risk needs to be taken by the batsman in order to get runs.
A little bit surprised not to see Shah Shabatia bowl.
Yes.
Here at this end.
No. Liam Plunkett too.
Yeah, they have overs left. Again, maybe Liam Plunkett comes in to bowl the final one as Jaizia will bowl the final one. So
yeah,
this was a brave option. You had Plunkett with an over, you had Bhatia with a couple of overs. I would like to see them maybe, but Milind Kumar feels the risk is worth taking. This one down to the leg side. It's whipped through. I think it's just going to find the fielder.
Good fielding. Slowly turning into my favorite minor league cricketer, old Chiru. Love his energy. Just does his business, does his work. Nothing fancy about what he does. He does the hard work. Bowls well, bats well, fields well on that occasion. It's a love to see.
Absolutely. And goes about his business and just lets the play do the talking. Shamar Springer up in the air. It's going to be a bounce to Syed Abdullah on the deep. So the change of angle works for Milind Kumar and just getting Shamar Springer off strike.
Man, but it feels like an eternity since we mentioned Sagar Patel's name at the crease. And, 16 balls faced by Shamar Springer, but he'd been used to it yesterday batting with Mark Parchment.
Again, didn't see a ball into the third over as an opener.
Yeah.
This time it's just going to be out to cow corner. No mistakes from Yash.
And having played the game, or still playing the game, you get to understand you lose a lot of rhythm. If you're just standing on the side running between the wickets, you want to be facing many balls as possible. But I thought he's played an unbelievable innings for the Atlanta Lightning. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to push for 2 and they're going to go get 2. I don't think Milind Kumar is going to be too happy about it.
As we can see.
Yeah, you can definitely
Big
see.
Stare, no words this time.
Again, it was in his hands as they were taking that second one, and he felt maybe that throw could have come in a bit quicker. But it's 2 nonetheless. Shamar Springer back on strike, and as a bowler, you never want to see Shamar Springer at the other end. You never know what could happen. It looks like it could just be 1 to finish it off. Yes, this one hit to Syed Abdullah, so that's going to do it for the 19th over. Just the 1 boundary from it. 164 for the loss of 3.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
Shanoy Drysdale is going to get hit down the ground, but just for one, a good sliding stop from Liam Plunkett.
The slight field change to the previous over, man. They brought the third man up, dropping the long off. And again, a good execution by Drysdale. I'm going to say this over and over, but I've been thoroughly impressed with what he's been able to bring. These are the type of moments where you put your hands up for major league contracts and better opportunities around the country.
This time Fuller and Strader just going to be worked into the leg side. And just one. So we've seen 7 deliveries since the last boundary, and in the last 2 overs. If you're a batting side, that's never a phrase you want to hear. They're hoping Shamar Springer can change it here, though. Keep it from being 8 consecutive.
Yeah, he's bowled beautifully. I've been impressed. It's just about the execution, like you say. They've brought down his strike rate to just over 200. It was well north of 200 for a stage, and this is an important part of the third ball.
This one's hit and is hit in the gap, and that one's going to be a boundary, so does break the non-boundary streak. It's going to be 4 runs, 1 bounce over the rope, and a much welcomed one there for the Atlanta Lightning.
Yeah, just waiting for the ball a bit longer this time. Springer was an off-cutter, so he could flick his hands through the ball as he's done all innings. Like I said before, these Caribbean boys play the shot extremely well, where they step their leg out of the way so they can free their hands to be able to hit the ball in a 180-degree fashion, not trying to hit the ball behind square in any stretch of the imagination. It's trying to slap the ball from deep square leg all the way to deep point.
That's why third man is up in the ring, and you see Liam Plunkett just having a word with Shanoy Drysdale. They're probably just saying, just back yourself here. He's had 1 shot off you. Don't try anything too fancy. Go back to what was working. Have to expect him to go back to the back of the length stuff, jamming Shamar Springer up for room. No, he went Fuller this time, and it's over the head of Liam Plunkett.
New balls, please.
Yeah, that one's in the creek for sure, and that's going to bring up the 50. Gets it in style, Shamar Springer, off of just 23 deliveries with 3 4s and 4 6s to his name. It's been a brilliant quick-fire knock from Shamar Springer.
Yeah, great innings. Just what the team needed at that specific time. Came in, played from the get-go, knowing what they have in the shed. Didn't take his foot off the gas in any stretch of the imagination. He got into his Tesla, put the car in auto drive, and off he went. Faced 23 deliveries for his 53 with 4 6s and 3 4s. A strike rate of 230.43. How good is my math? I haven't looked at the scorecard at all.
I know, I saw you looking straight at Shamar Springer the whole time. We talked about the Tesla autopilot. That's 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds. That's what that was from Shamar Springer. Again, 230 strike rate. Super impressive what he's been able to do here. And he's got 2 more balls to put 2 more away to the fence.
He's looking at 188 to be the final total.
Takes 2 6s to do it. That shot is going to be through the leg side. I think he's just going to find the fielder. No, is going to go all the way for 4. Off a thick inside edge. It beats Jonathan Fu to the fence for 4. 3 consecutive boundaries now for the Atlanta Lightning, and 180 on the board.
Just the Atlanta Lightning showing the people out there watching the game that what they about. Saga Batal was the in batsman. Springer just telling him, just hang on a bit, my friend. I'm going to take over the reins quickly for 24 balls and try to whack the ball out the ground. Yes, they had a tough fixture last evening, but showing what they're all about here, getting to 180 in 119 balls, which has been an exceptional performance by them. You call it a bounce back game, which they are having right now.
Again, that scoreboard pressure is something we're going to talk about for the Philadelphians now. Going to stage it look like maybe the Philadelphians could keep them under 150, well above that now, looking to make it a high 180 total. A 6 will get them over that. We'll see what Drysdale has in store for Shamar Springer. 57 runs already to his name. Make it 63. Yeah, that one sent over the top, comes down the track and just hits it over the top of extra cover. One more of those slap shots, and he's running back to the dugout. It's been a brilliant innings, and that's going to make it 186 for the Atlanta Lightning in their 20 overs.
Was it a 4-6 at the end?
It was given 6 by the umpire against strong
unbelievable
arms.
shot. I thought it was 4. Great shot. 187 to win for the Philadelphians. Again, we talk about momentum in the shorter format of the game, and what a way to end. It's like a logo 3 from Steph Curry as they're walking off the court at the end of the first half, and that's fantastic innings by Shamar Springer. Sagar Patel, I thought, handled the innings pretty well. You need an anchor. He's batted beautifully. It wasn't just an anchor. He put a lot of impetus into the innings for the Atlanta Lightning, ending with 82 or 53 deliveries. Amrit Porin, let's not forget about his innings. Yes, it was under 100%, but he was there for an anchor to allow a guy like Shamar Springer to come in and play an unbelievable innings to end up with 63.
Yeah, and you look at the bowling scorecard. You had Janoy Drysdale. He looked good for a bit, but ends up being expensive. Liam Plunkett was good in his 3 overs. Grima Gore got a wicket in just the over and a half that he bowled. Anirudh Emmanuel took one as well. But it was all Atlanta Lightning through the back half of the match. They finished with 186, and the Philadelphians in the second innings in just 8 minutes time, don't go anywhere, would need 187 to win.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I can.
Out there, it is July 4th, and we're here at Church Street Park for a matchup between the Atlanta Lightning and the Philadelphians. The coin is in hand of Kerry Pierre, and he's ready to give it a toss.
It's just the call. It's this.
And it is a tail, so that means Kerry Pierre is going to win the toss. It's a heads. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
It is a head. So Milind Kumar, you win the toss today. What do you like to do?
We're going to bowl.
Nothing convincingly here at Church Street Park with both their matches going 2 super overs. The Atlanta Lightning had one lopsided victory and one victory that was one loss that was not very close in terms that game kind of slipped away from them against the Manhattan Yorkers yesterday. So both the Atlanta Lightning will be looking to respond, and the Philadelphians will be looking to back up a close win against the Somerset Cavaliers yesterday. And teams remain unchanged. Milind Kumar wanted to bowl first, won the toss and did so. Kerry Pierre talked to him. He said, yeah, I would like to have a bat also. Dane, had you have won the toss here today, what would you have liked to do?
Yeah, probably look to bat first, to be honest. Looks like the moisture's out the surface. The first morning game
in quite some time.
Well, he's looking quite good with it right there. He saw early.
It's been a long couple of days for you, Oman.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I appreciate that, Dane. This one flighted onto Yorker length.
Beautiful
straight back to Grima Gore. We're never going to...
That's definitely 5 wides.
Short, well over the head of Mario Rampersad, and is going to go all the way for 4. Grima Gore into a second over with on offer, and Sagar Patel not going to miss out. One of his patented shots puts it between wide, mid-off.
At point.
For now, the field stays the same. He's going over the top of mid-off, and even if the fielder was back, it wouldn't have mattered. He had been rows back. Sagar Patel finding some... Yesterday, how does he look against Janoy Drysdale? With on offer, and he's going to work it away through the offside.
Good shot.
Whenever he's allowed to throw his hands at it, he's always been very good. This one goes all the way. Love a boundary. Gets it to the leg side over the top of the man at square leg, and that's going to run all the way. So he is going to finish the power play off with the boundary. Again, not the most conventional of shots, but it's where he intended it to. Here we go, drives it back into Pore. Pore this time gets part of a short ball, and he gets all of it. He's looked good on the back foot.
Chaka!
It's straight back on the leg side. Park is Milind Kumar back into the attack. A seam up delivery, and it's sent straight back. And it's sent far enough, and maybe into the creek. This one, Sagar Patel, he gets a hold of it. Touch full and touch easy.
A sign to what the umpire shouldn't be doing by giving that out.
This one just flicked off of his legs, giving chase.
Derek
and
will not get there. Again, line slightly. My former conference.
This one is pulled away from Sagar Patel. No fielder in the area, and it's going to be 4 against Sagar Patel. We talked about
spinners. Him and Yuzi Chahal catch it. No, unlucky.
Yeah, it was over the top of the infield. Just enough bat on it to slice it. And it's going to be 4 runs for Amrut Bore again. As Anirudh Manu comes in, a big slog sweep. And this time he gets his man. Never looked comfortable. Amrut Bore tried to sweep him, and he's missed it completely. Anirudh Manu finally gets the wicket of Amrut Bore. Wicket of Amrut Bore falling in the previous over. And a single for Sagar Patel to start things off. So here we go, and that is also going to be his 50. 50 from, and this one is going to race away through the covers. A good effort put out there by the sweeper, but it's not enough. Again, runs through this quick outfield.
Or he's backward point there, feeling like it's not one, or should have thrown it to. Great shot.
Strong off the bat of Sagar Patel. He latches onto that one. He'll give you an answer. This one is short, top edge. Liam Plunkett's coming there.
Oh.
Would have been a one-handed stunner, low to the ground, unable to get there. Let's see if they can get it from Sagar Patel here. Straying down the leg side. It's work to a vacant 5-leg region. 5-leg in the circle. It was in between them, and it's going to run away for 4. I think
going to get 160% strike rate, which is ideal.
This one is slapped away. Straight back down the ground, mid-off, up in the circle, and that means it's going to be another 4, so back-to-back boundary. Plunkett back into Bull. This time, give some room, and Sagar Patel doesn't miss out. It was a little bit fuller than the previous couple of ones, and Sagar Patel, he likes it there, and he works. Plunkett could break up a partnership as Hanchard Hamilton gets a shot in there, but it's only going to pick out the man in the deep side. Abdullah, safe pair of hands, the horns blow from the Lightning faithful. Here we go, this one on stump, work through the leg side, straight away.
Out.
No!
Oh,
he put him down.
Let's see this reaction, It's
going to be an outside edge over the top of third man inside the ring, and it's going to fly away for a 1 bounce 4. How does he go back to it here for Shamar Springer? He does do it, but Shamar Springer, has he got a hold of it? Yeah, he has. There's no doubt about it. Over the top, onto the walkway, and that's the way to close out that 16th over. There's a big slog sweep. Has he picked the gap? He has, and it's going to be 4. Shamar Springer has long levers. I think just a touch too full, able to latch onto it. It's fuller in length, pace on the ball, and it's going to be gone. It's going to be over the top and just in front of the cart path. Doesn't quite get it over to the creek, but it's 6 runs. So he's brought himself back on. Oh, there's no chance the fielder's catching this one. This one's hit far, it's hit straight, just bounces in front of the car.
Important part of the third ball.
This one's hit and is hit in the gap, and that one's going to be a boundary, so does break the non-boundary streak. It's going to be... No, he went full this time, and it's over the head of Liam Plunkett.
New balls, please.
Yeah, that one's in the creek for sure, and that's going to bring up the 50. Gets it in. 6s to do it. That shot is going to be through the leg side. I think he's just going to find the fielder. No, it's going to go all the way for 4. Off a thick inside edge. It beats Jonathan Fu to the 57 runs already to his name. Make it 63. Yeah, that one sent over the top. Comes down the track and just hits it over the top of extra cover.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco. You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Welcome back to Church Street Park here as we are set to take off in this second innings. The Philadelphians are being sent in to chase down 187. Never was going to be an easy task, and it doesn't get easier because the bowling of the Atlanta Lightning have been very, very strong. Kyle Phillip has led from the front for them, and they have a variety of spinners. A skipper, Kerry Pierre, coming in bowl. But it's Syed Abdullah and Derek Narayan. Those are the two men in the middle for the Philadelphians.
They're definitely looking for a better start from Kyle Phillip as he had yesterday. He was a bit wayward, again, in my opinion, from what I saw on day one. So they'll be looking for a better start for him. I love his energy. I love the stare down he gives. He's a wholehearted cricketer, is Kyle Phillip. So he'll be looking to set the tone for his team. It's all about energy and effort from the young man.
Oh, and there is the energy net we were talking about. It's a perfect Yorker that's taken off stump, and that is going to be the end of him. Syed Abdullah has to go. He was looking so good yesterday, looking good, Nick, but now he's gone because of a beautiful Yorker from Kyle Phillip.
That's a great start by Kyle Phillip. Love the energy, love the intent. Yet another Yorker to undo Syed Abdullah. I remember Kezra and Archibald getting him with a Yorker in the super over. But he goes for a duck. That's the first wicket down for the Philadelphians. And yet another change at number 3, Aman. In comes Jonathan Fu for the Philadelphians.
Interesting change here. I guess they want to give Fu some time to get set. But I'm not sure here in the first over, a guy more accustomed to coming in the back stages of an innings. Setting him out to open against Kyle Phillip, who can move the ball, bowls the Yorker well. It's a high-risk move. We're going to hope it pays off. Let's see how this one works out. But again, another change in the batting lineup. We saw yesterday them send out the young Yash Gangura. We've seen Milan Kumar come in the one-down spot, and a third different number 3. This time it's Jonathan Fu.
It's going to be interesting the way they want him to play. Jonathan Fu, known for hitting the long ball. I would personally want him to take advantage of the power play. So with him just taking a couple of balls to identify how the surface is playing, and off you go, Mr. Fu.
Here we go.
Good start.
Straying down the leg side. It would be worked by Jonathan Fu, and he'll get off the mark, and the first runs come on the board for the Philadelphians. Now it's Derek Narayan out. Opening here for the Philadelphians.
Also known as a basher of the cricket ball is Derek Narayan. That's why he's always sent up the order to play for the Philadelphians. He's quite aggressive in nature. Just needs to identify the pace of the surface first. I think that's what Sagar Vittal and co did pretty well, and they didn't get flustered or frantic by any stage of their innings. All they wanted to do, Aman, was to set the tone and allow the likes of Springer and co to come in and just play their natural game. It's always good when the platform is set for those guys to come in and play. In comes Phillip.
Very tight on the body of Derek Narayan. We saw he likes width. He's really going to play 2 real shots here at Church Street Park, both against the Morrisville Raptors. And anytime he had width, he was able to take advantage and use the pace of the ball. So you got to keep it on the body of Derek Narayan, not let him kind of set up and throw his hands.
Yeah, good start by Kyle Phillip. We always say a maiden 1 or 2 runs off the first over automatically turns the game into a 19-over game, especially in the chase, which is really important.
This one straight down the leg side, it's a wide. I think he's also trying to slow it down as well, see if he can get Narayan to push at the delivery.
Yeah, definitely it's important to set the tone and try and find the best way to get out the top order, which is the most important for new ball bowlers.
Pull up again, this time again, full in on the stumps, and no single on offer for Derek Narayan. A lot of pressure being put on this Philadelphian side that need runs. Again, the required run rate just a tick under 10 to start off the match. Only 2 from this first over. But the big wicket of side Abdullah also makes them have to second guess every shot they play.
Yeah, definitely. I'm already thinking about the second over. Will they go the way they've been going? Giving the ball to Sid Madani, right? Matani, Tani, sorry, Sid. Sid Matani's bowled beautifully in the power play for the Atlanta Lightning. That's a great shot.
Yeah, there's the width we were talking about. Just used the pace.
Chaka.
And was able to put it over the top. It's given 6. It's hit the rope on the full, and a good way for the Philadelphians to end this first over. A wicket from it, though, tanked apart, but that's 8 for the loss of 1. And so it's going to be Terrence Hines introduced into the attack here. It hasn't opened, but he bowled very well in previous couple of matches for the Lightning. Straying down the leg side though, and Jonathan Fu is going to say thank you very much. Just helps it along its way down the ground for 4 runs. He's seen 2 deliveries on his legs and has worked both deliveries this time, worked it for 4.
Yeah, just what he wanted to get his innings going. Nice juicy full toss. Yes, I have said before, it's the most underrated delivery, but if you get it off the line in the stumps, it's quite easy for the batsman to play. And he just deflected that ball to the right to fine leg, and he's been rewarded with a 4.
Again, Terrence Hines usually very consistent. I think, new ball hasn't bowled with it a lot here at Church Street Park. He's going to take a delivery to get himself in. When he's on, he's very difficult to play. And his deliveries like that, right outside the off stump, daring Jonathan Fu to drive, just out his line all the way through to the keeper.
That was a really good delivery. Good energy, good intent. It's a nice swing away by Terrence Hines. That's what we known to see from him. Good start this from Hines. Much better. Probably just reset himself. And this is what the type of bowling that Kairipia would love to see.
Again, right outside the off stump, Fu tries to crack it through covers, just going to pick out the man at short cover. And against that whippy nature of his action, and he bowls from decently wide of the crease, kind of angles in and just straightens up at the end. And if you get into driving length, it just keeps the batsman in 2 minds.
Perfectly put them on. That's the type of energy that Kairipia want to see from his opening bowler. I love the way that Jonathan Fu started here, showing a bit of intent. Not just letting the ball come to him.
This time on the legs, and he's helped it over the leg side. 1 bounce over the rope for 6. That's for 4. That's a lovely shot there from Jonathan Fu. Maybe this is why they sent him a breath of positivity into the middle.
Yeah, definitely, and that's exactly what the team wanted. Losing Tank early on, he's not thought about that too much, and he's played with a lot of intent. Just punching that, love the high elbow. Still a place for high elbow in the game of cricket. Just getting his hands through the line of the ball and just 1 bounce into the parking lot. But I love that shot. This is great start by Jonathan Fu. He's looking really, really good at the moment. Just what the Philadelphians want. Not looking too frantic. He's looking nice and calm.
Yeah, that time over pitched from Terrence Hines, straying down to the leg side. And anything Fu's going to be able to drive and punch over the top, he's going to take advantage of. He's going to try that. No fielders out in the deep straight in the V. So if you can get under him, the shot is on offer. That time pulls the length back, shows off a little bit of late swing. Just kept out of the reach of Jonathan Fu.
Yeah, definitely. That on that occasion, he's probably just looking to get away and outside the eye line of Jonathan Fu, just being punched over mid-on. But a good start that's by Jonathan Fu. I've said it before a couple of balls ago. He's looking really, really good. It's all about intent in the power play, not just trying to slog every single ball.
That one just run down to third man. Again, he did his job with the couple boundaries and the 4 and the 6 in the over, then just runs it down for the quick single. Smart cricket to end the second over. That's going to do it. 17 for the loss of 1. Kyle Phillip coming in for his second over. Again, Jonathan Fu nicely works it into the leg side. Not doing anything too fancy, just showing off the class that he has, just getting off to proper shots.
Yeah, it's important that Jonathan Fu just knocks it around. Like you just said now, he's showing a lot of experience in the way he's approached his innings. And this is what the Philadelphians would have wanted in the power play. Not too many dot balls. Just knocking it around, keep rotating the strike with the right-left-hand combination at the moment.
Yeah, this one again, fuller in length and angled into the legs of Derek Narayan. That's where he doesn't want it. He likes width. Kyle Phillips saw firsthand what happens when you give him width in his first over. So he said, all right, I'm going to keep you on stumps, and you work around me from there.
Yeah, definitely. Wish we could zoom into the dugout of the Philadelphians. It looks like Chiru's busy warming up, so it looks like they're trying to keep the right-hand, left-hand combination going, which is another tactical change from the Philadelphians.
Width on offer, chipped, and it's just going to be a couple to out to third man. Again, just one or two out. A couple bounces to that fielder out there. Of course, with Kyle Phillips' pace, you're always going to see a third man. And the width on offer you saw. As soon as Derek Narayan saw width, he threw his hands hard at it.
So another tactical change. Either Milind Kumar, if Fu goes, Narayan goes. We're going to see Chiru first time this weekend.
Well, that's a brilliant shot from Jonathan Fu. He's climbed the bouncer nicely, and he's just put it over the top of point for 4 again. Not over-hitting it, a lot like Syed Abdullah did yesterday. Just using the finesse that he has to get a boundary.
Yeah, great shot. Not a good ball, Kyle Phillip. Showing his disgust in his delivery at the end of his follow-through. Just not what he wanted to bowl, and the way that Fu started has been very, very good for the Philadelphians. Hasn't taken his foot off the gas. I think he's jumped into Shamar Springer's Tesla, which is still on auto drive, and he just keep on going. Tesla, obviously a very popular car in the Research Triangle.
You can't drive a mile without seeing a couple. And right now we're seeing a couple boundaries from Jonathan Fu. This time straight back down the ground, came back, attacked Kyle Phillip, gets it on the full, and straight as you like for 4 more.
Great shot by the wild card of the Philadelphians, Jonathan Fu. This time knowing he's going to try and adjust his length, but this comes with experience. And Jonathan Fu, knowing he dropped one short, Kyle Phillip will probably try and bowl a slightly fuller length. And on that occasion, Fu advancing just like Sagar Patel did to Liam Plunkett on a few occasions and getting that on the full. Yes, that's the occasion, it's a low full toss, but Fu wanted that and he was ready for it. And that's why he just punched it down the ground.
And this move of bringing Fu up the order seems to be paying off. As Kyle Phillip opts out of that delivery, but like I was saying, I'm kind of shocked to see Fu sent up at the 1-down spot, but seems to be paying off. He's already 19 off of 10. He's brought the Philadelphians into a place where they're with the required run rate every single over. It's been a great tactical change from Milind Kumar.
Yeah, good discussions probably in the Philadelphians team. I like this, not just allowing the Atlanta Lightning to call the shots. They've sort of come in and tried to counterpunch what they sort of have in the arsenal of the Atlanta Lightning. Sorry, Amar.
And that is going to do it for 3 overs, 27 for the loss of 1.
Hi, son. He's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back here to Church Street Park, the site of the 2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. None of the action you've seen on July 4th weekend would be possible without the aforementioned sponsors and our official sponsor, Daffanoos. It's Sid Mathani into the attack and chopped on straight away from Derek Narayan, held up in the wicket. He was through the shot before it got there. Not probably the greatest delivery Mathani's ever bowled, but he gets a wicket nonetheless.
Straight away, the golden arm. Sid Mathani's bowled beautifully all weekend, and he's got another wicket for the Atlanta Lightning. The former San Diego Surf Rider, my personal favorite name of the minor league. Former Surf Rider player, now playing for the Lightning, and he's made inroads straight away. Milind Kumar obviously coming in now, because it's a spin bowler, so we would like to take advantage of this.
Yeah, just waiting for the spin to enter Milind Kumar, and for Derek Narayan, he finally saw width. He was ready to pounce and just slowed up and still continued with the shot and just off and under edge and in. He's going to feel it's a very soft dismissal for him. Getting a player of that class to get out in that fashion, never something you like. But for the skipper Milind Kumar, this is where you want to come in. You're here with the spinner in attack, and he's very good, likes to use his feet, and it's also a right on off spinner, so he can hit with the turn if he tries to go down the leg side.
Both guys who really like to face spin bowling, Milind Kumar and Jonathan Fu. So this is the kind of matchup that Sid Mathani will have to be on top of. It looked like if a wicket had to fall, it would have just been Chiru coming in if there was a seam bowler still in. So Mathani's going to come over the wicket. It's important he bowled at the line of the stumps to Milind Kumar. Any sort of width, there will definitely be a counter attack from Milind Kumar.
Loves the cover region, loves to go into out, over cover. So you want to keep it in line of the stumps, and he decides to do it and misses it. You miss, I hit. Get full straight Yorker length right onto stumps. The delivery we saw Kareem Agor get a wicket with in the first innings. Keep mixing the length. Don't let Milind Kumar get comfortable, because once he figures out the length, he can pounce on the back foot quickly and will use his legs to come down the track. This one is caught, it's up in the air, and it's straight to point. The skipper Milind Kumar, he's got to go. The Philadelphians lose 2 quick wickets. And this time it's Sid Mathani with yet another one. It's straight to point. He's got 2 in the over, and the Lightning back on top of the match.
The golden arm, Sid Mathani, that's exactly the bounce back performance that the Atlanta Lightning would have wanted from everybody. after a tough loss against the Yorkers last evening, and this is a perfect start for Matani in his first over. Again, it just looks like he loves bowling in the power play. Putting his hand up for Kyrie Pierre. Fantastic. He's just bouncing around, as you can see. It's a great start by the Atlanta Lightning in the power play. Still no Chiru, unfortunately. In comes a wicket keeper, Mario.
Yeah, send out Mario Ramprasad, and again, Milind Kumar gonna be disappointed with that one. Again, a great player of spin, and to be undone in that way, trying to cut it through point. He's just picked the 1 point fielder. As you said, Mathani, he's just bouncing at the moment. He's riding high off of 2 wickets. If you get a third in the over, the Lightning would say, as you said, the golden arm. Striking 3 times. Striking twice is also very rare, but 3 times would be unbelievable. So again, the left-hand, right-hand combination back in with Mario Ramprasad coming into the middle.
Good start by Sid. He's looked on top of his game all weekend, like I said. Not looking to really spin the ball, but the most important thing is the consistency of changing his lengths, which has been awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. He's keeping it tighter on stumps. This time straying down the leg side a bit, and they're going to take a tight single. No, they're not. Good stuff there from the Atlanta Lightning in the field to deny that one. Again, a pressure over here from Sid Mathani. 2 wickets, no runs from the over. You're going to have a double wicket maiden if you don't get a single from here if you're Mario Ramprasad.
It's been incredible over this. Oi!
Comes down the track and rather risky stroke of play on the final delivery, but it is a double wicket maiden for Sid Mathani in the 4th. 27 for the loss of 3. The skipper, he's bringing himself back on. Kerry Pierre. He's going to be bowling to Jonathan Fu, who's watched 2 of his partners dismissed in the previous over. And again, 7 consecutive dot balls now for the Philadelphians. Haven't found a way to get a run. When you're chasing a score of 187, you don't want to let the required run rate get so high so early. We're just always fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, one-handed flick. That's an amazing shot.
And it looks like he's going to run away for 4. Looked like the fielder running back had to fix his hat on the way through as well.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to fly off, and it is going to be 4-1 handed off the bat. Rishabh Pant, who's playing in the test match today, would admire that shot.
It's a really good shot. Ken just getting his line wrong and just deflected it and helped it on its way for a well-played shot by Jonathan Fu. It's important that he doesn't stop the momentum just because it's been a double wicket maiden. Great shot.
Made some room for himself this time and blasted it through the cover region, and it's going to go all the way along the carpet for 4. Jonathan Fu, he's not sitting back. He came in with the wicket of Syed Abdullah. He came in and played his shots, and now with 2 wickets fallen in the previous over, is still not backing down.
He's put the pressure straight onto Kyrie Pierre here, just thinking he could come in and bowl a couple of dot balls, but he hasn't changed the way he's playing. It's an awesome way to get things going. And again
making room, and again through the covers, again another 4. That's 3 consecutive 4s. And you can see the subtle movement late in the delivery from Kerry Pierre, just allowing him to free up his arms. Again, through that same area for 4 more.
It's difficult now because Fu plays this pretty well. He normally slog sweeps a ball that's full, which he just deflected past third man. Now giving himself room, knowing that Kyrie Pierre might go short. And he hits the ball quite confidently through the offside. absolutely loved this innings by Jonathan Fu. He's moved on to 31 already.
Yeah, it's been a quick fighter innings here from Jonathan Fu, batting well ahead of a 200 strike rate.
That's out.
Big appeal. He's moved well across the stumps and has hit him on the left side of his left leg. It looks pretty dead from here, and the umpire agrees. That's the big wicket. Pierre goes for 3 consecutive boundaries, but he'll be happy because he gets the big wicket of Jonathan Fu.
Yeah, big wicket that, as you can see in the celebration. Unfortunately, got too much inside the line of the ball. Looked like he just overstrided it a touch, and he couldn't get his hands to protect himself through the line of the ball. And unfortunately for the Philadelphians and for the neutral, Jonathan Fu gets out for LBW for a well-played 31 of 17 deliveries. The Philadelphians now scrambling at 39 for 4.
39 for 4, and again, you're going to have 2 new batsmen in the middle. Mario and Prasad, who played 3 deliveries. Just 3 really tough deliveries, and again, the pressure building. Yeah, those 12 runs were huge, but the wicket even bigger in the sense of where the match is at the moment. Philadelphians are going to need really big performances all the way around from the remaining batters.
Looks like Anirudh Emmanuel, favorite hairstyle. My favorite hairstyle. Looks like he's coming. They're trying to protect the big hitters.
Yeah, Liam Plunkett still in the dugout. They sent out the vice captain in the young Anirudh Emmanuel.
Like this for the young man. Gets an experience here to face some quality. His role is obviously to rotate the strike. I wish he came in without the helmet, Aman.
Yeah, well, not everyone's Jonathan Fu and plays the spinners without the helmet on, and maybe we just got to get a helmet that lets the hair flow a little bit better. Maybe that's what we need, kind of like a visor cap. You get a visor helmet around. I'm not sure if that does anything with the safety precautions that the helmet is there for, but it might look cool. And there it is, there's a thick edge, there's no doubt about that one. The finger goes up straight away, a little bit of extra bounce, and it undoes Anirudh Emmanuel, who goes from his first delivery.
Yeah, good piece of bowling by Kyrie Pierre. Just looks like Anirudh Emmanuel, out of all the nervousness, has just pressed forward, didn't quite rock back, and just fended his hands out at the ball. Good piece of wicket keeping that by Hamilton. And yet another wicket, double strike. Unfortunately, the umpire heard this nick on this occasion and stuck his finger up to Anirudh Emmanuel.
And that is going to do it for 5 overs, 39 for the loss of 5.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
A double blow and back-to-back overs from the Lightning, and it's Sid Mathani again, and he's taking another one. It's full. He's yorked himself, looking to make some room, Mario Ramprasad. It's gone bang on, 2-leg stump, and the Lightning, they're all over the match, and the golden arm strikes yet again.
Old Sid Mathani, surf riders were hoping to keep on to him after this performance. He's bowled beautifully. Has Sid. He's come on, looked the free agent pickup, and he's already made huge strides for the Atlanta Lightning. And now there's even a bigger scramble. Looks like Liam Plunkett's coming in. Still no Chiru.
Chiru's been padded up for a long time there. Again, padded up when Jonathan Fu was there with Derek Narayan, but they sent the experience of Liam Plunkett, maybe thinking we can't afford another wicket. Again, you're 39 for 6, needing 148 more. A wicket now, and you lose your big hitter Liam Plunkett. Basically done out.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a rude awakening this for the Philadelphians, where they got to scramble and sort of rearrange their batting lineup. Two batters now at the crease who haven't faced the ball. And to be honest, I don't think it's pretty much the surface that has been the undoing of the Philadelphians. It's just looked a couple of soft dismissals. Milan Kumar cutting a long hop to point. Fu, unfortunately, just getting straight down the surface.
A drag on from Derek Narine.
Drag on from Derek Narine. Tank missing the full ball. Mario Ramprasad now just yorking himself.
Oh, and this just gives some of the pressure away. It should have been a stop there. Should have been a dot ball, and you allow Liam Plunkett to at least get one. Again, you're not giving too much pressure away because you have 6 wickets in your back pocket. But you never just want to let a batsman get a quick single, get an easy single, and get runs back on the board.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about trying to keep things as confident as possible, as tight as possible.
Just like that, they pulled the length back a little bit that time, kept it on off stump. Nothing Yash could do but defend that one out.
It's a great piece of bowling.
And we'll see an interesting approach now here from the Philadelphians.
There's a bit of spin.
A bit of spin, and it's running down. Just should be kept to just 2, and it is just 2. But again, this is the last over of the power play. And not going to see any big shots, I don't think. How do they approach the next half of this innings? Because again, you only have 4 wickets in your back pocket now. And you don't want to lose Liam Plunkett. You can't lose if you're Yash. You really have maybe one bat that you feel confident about, Shiranshu Bhatti in the back. And you still have a lot of runs to go get. What's the mindset? Are you playing just for the net run rate, trying to just get to 20 overs? Or are you going all guns a-blazing, trying to get your next 148 runs?
Yeah, that's... Oh, great shot.
Well, there it is in the power plays. Lifted it up over the top. But Yash says, I don't care how many wickets has fallen. I'm going to go and play my shots, and it is just going to be kept to 2.
Good intent shown by the young man. Sid probably look for another pole, bowl the aggressive line that are off-stump bowls, just slightly outside the eye line, trying to spin the ball through the gate. But a good counter attack that by Yash. Let's see how he goes for the last ball. Oh, nice.
It's just falling straight in front of fine leg, and it's going to be kept to a dot ball. So Yash showing you that he is going to keep playing with good intent, and that's going to do it. 6 overs gone, 44 for the loss of 6. Welcome back here to Church Street Park. As it's going to be Kerry Pierre again. He struck with 2 wickets in the previous over. And this one just punched into the leg side by Liam Plunkett. It's a good matchup here for the skipper of the Atlanta Lightning. He's going to want this wicket. Send Liam Plunkett back and feel very, very confident.
See how Liam Plunkett goes about this. Required rates at 10 and over. So obviously just trying to absorb some kind of pressure and hoping to whack a few.
This one just worked to the leg side. They get a quick single. Again, it's just going to be an interesting phase of the game here for the Philadelphians. Don't want to lose any more wickets. Again, don't want to lose any of these wickets here. Again, keeping it tight. Yash just working it through the leg side for 1.
Shyam. He's here for an order for one of the teams. Can you check where he can? No.
And Kerry Pierre has kept it very, very tight today. He's taken 2 wickets in his previous over. Would love to have this wicket of Liam Plunkett. Comes down the track and put onto the back foot. Just cuts it to point. Again, not making life easy for Liam Plunkett there.
Yeah, he's bowled pretty well, yeah. Again, it's all about pressure that needs to be absorbed, but cannot hang back too much. You've got to sort of counter-attack in the situation to get the innings going in any sort of direction. They're going further down south at the moment.
Again, this time into the leg side for one, and they're going to need some big shots, but I think you're going to see the next couple of overs just keeping wickets in hand. That's going to do it. 7 overs gone, 47 for the loss of 6.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Sid Mathani going to be brought on for a third over, and why not? He's taken 3 wickets and created a lot of pressure. But a different challenge bowling to Liam Plunkett. And again, the Philadelphians, it's an interesting phase of the game. You don't want to lose wickets, but you don't want to just give up on this run chase. There's some width there, and it's just worked down the ground for 1. I'm going to bring young Yash Gangura to the strike. Mathani wants to change up the angle for young Yash and come around the wicket.
See how they navigate this phase of the game. The golden arm, Mathani's been really good. Quick turnaround to see if the umpire thought that's a wide.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Yash was trying to sweep that delivery. It was well wide of his off stump. That's probably a better option of just playing through the line.
Straight down, definitely. It's called a premeditation. From Yash. Well bowled.
This time plays straight, but straight back to Mathani. Again, changes the angle now 3 consecutive times. Went around, over, and now back around. Just want to keep the batsmen on their toes. The game within the game. This time Yash looked to play with the ball.
Yeah, good piece of bowling this by Mathani's changing around. Good mix up this. No need for doozers, no need for carom balls. Just changing the angle, which is really good. Good tactic. Yet another dot ball. Starting to balloon out to control the required run rate. Great over by the golden arm. Golden arm Sid finishes the 8th over. The Philadelphians are 48 for 6.
Welcome back to Church Street Park. It's Kerry Pierre once again with the ball in hand. Right on stumps all day long. That's where he's been. That's where he's living. He set up a little tent there and keeping himself there. This one hits straight back once again, and again an interesting phase of the game. The Philadelphians, they're 48 for the loss of 6, chasing a score of 187. It's in a spot of bother at the moment. Up in the air, but it's through the gap, and it's going to be all the way for 4. Won't mind it if you're the Lightning. It was Area wasn't in complete control, Liam Plunkett, but finally runs for the Philadelphians.
Yeah, he went nice and hard at the ball there. He didn't quite wait for anything. He just flashed his hands through the line of the ball. Finally a boundary for the Philadelphians. Brings up their 50. Not even a ripple of applause from the Philadelphian teammates.
There's some stunned silence at the moment. Not sure what went wrong. Again, they won the toss. They liked it to bowl. They're sitting here in the dugout. I never imagined they'd be 40,
We should go play.
52 for 6. And this one again, straight right on the stumps.
Yeah, he's absorbing the pressure, Liam. I mean, it's gone to 12 and over required, right?
No room, no width for Liam Plunkett to work with. And Pierre running and sprinting through his overs. 9 overs gone, 52 for the loss of 6.
You gotta do something on air. You know? Ready?
My first 4th of July.
That's awesome. Happy 4th of July to all the viewers out there as we see a cut shot there from young Yash Gangura. Again, Independence Day here in the United States. July 4th, 1777. When the U.S. officially claimed their independence from the British Empire. The 13 original colonies, North Carolina part of those 13 original colonies. Actually the first state to ever sign on to the pact to leave the British Empire.
Somebody took note in history class. Somebody listened in history class. Straight up in the air.
Yash Gangura is up in the air and Shamar Springer's underneath it. No mistake made. Subdued celebration from the Lightning. It's Sid Mathani, that man once again with the golden arm. That's wicket number 4 for him. And Yash Gangura, who was looking to be positive this time, backfires.
Yeah, Liam Plunkett unfortunately getting a top edge on that delivery. Beautiful bowling by Sid Mathani. Just gave it a bit of air. Looked a bit of overspin. Just bouncing on Liam Plunkett a little bit. And getting caught at the long on boundary. That is their 7th wicket down. They have just trickled along to 53 for 7. They're in the 10th over and in comes, close to my favorite cricketer, Chiru.
Yeah, Shiranshu Bhatia into the attack alongside Yash Gangura. Again, Liam Plunkett just trying to match some of the aggression that Yash Gangura was playing with, but just absolutely sliced it straight to Shamar Springer. Again, gonna be interesting to see what the Philadelphians' game plan is from here. Shiranshu Bhatia is gonna have an earful from the dugout, the skipper in there, vice captain in there. But he's going to have to wait for the first delivery. He's going to be at the non-strike, as you see a cameraman out in the distance. It's Sid Mathani. He's going to look for his 5th wicket here. Plenty of wickets left to get. Full and straight, and you can see the effort from Sid Mathani, but they're able to get one, so we're going to get to see close to Dane's favorite cricketer in all the minor leagues, Shiranshu Bhatia.
Yes, Chiru, give it a whack, son. Nothing to lose.
He's got 1 ball to do it.
Mathani will be looking for 5 wickets, as they say, a Michelle.
And it is his last delivery too.
Yes.
So last opportunity to do so for Sid Mathani.
We call it a Michelle in cricket for Pfeiffer, the famous American actress.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
So that's what we call it down. I mean, in South Africa, I know, Australia. It's important that they look for a Michelle. I mean, I think would be the second one. Chiru got the first Michelle.
Yeah, last week against the New England Eagles. What a point of coincidence it would be if Shiranshu Bhatia was the 5th wicket for Sid Mathani, but it'll all be decided on this delivery. And just defended away. Mathani hands on heads, but a take a bow has been a great spell from him. 4 overs, 6 runs, and 4 wickets, 4 big wickets. And that is going to be the end of... No, you have 1 more. Excuse me, Sid Mathani. Cricket clubs were on time this time. They threw me off. They keep me on my toes. Mathani's got 1 more opportunity. And no, same result.
Well bowled, Sid.
It's been great. Again, 4 overs, 6 runs, 4 wickets, and that's it. 10 overs gone, 54 for the loss of 7.
Heavy spinner.
Out your bag, yeah. Well, are you ready, Dane?
For?
It's Rajiv
Mr. Reddy. Oh, good. Well played.
There we go. He got
See
me
you
with the dad
catching
joke.
on? Yeah,
he
you
got me with the
catching on.
dad jokes yesterday. Trying to follow suit. Cashew suit.
Come on, Mr. Reddy. Are you ready? We'll be looking for some confidence.
Yeah, it's the time to do
tough couple of days. It's a young under-19 cricketer.
Yeah, left arm orthodox bowler.
Ooh,
Great start, Jeff.
good start.
Jams up.
Rocking the headband.
Yes, Kangura, yeah, has a good flow of his own.
I did. It doesn't beat Anirudh Emmanuel's cut.
It's a close second.
Cut, yeah, close second. My
Strange.
favorite American cut has to be Ansh, out and out. That's
Fairly
a good
similar
flow.
to Ansh, right?
Yeah,
But shorter.
yeah. Ansh has got, weighs about 70 pounds, rocks a Mick Jagger hairstyle.
I think the hair adds the 20 pounds.
Yeah. Good young cricketer. We'll definitely be seeing him in the future.
A good left arm orthodox bowler as well.
It's good confidence for the young man. There's a nice situation for anybody to come in and bowl. Good captaincy by Kyrie Pierre, just understanding he had a tough couple of days and they're going to need him further in the competition.
Yeah, your youth players have to stand out. That's what the best teams let the youth players do. And they're very important because you have to play an under 19 and an under 21 in every match here in minor league cricket. So you want your under 19 full of confidence.
You just don't want to play them and make them bowl 1 over or bat to number 9. You want to be putting them into the hot spots. You want them to learn. There's no point of just selecting them and batting them low down the order, bowling 1 over every 3 games. That does a lot to their confidence. I'm a big believer in giving these guys opportunities, because if you look around the field, everyone started at a certain place, Everyone started being a young cricketer that just wanted to impress. So the best way to do it is put them in, as we like to say in South Africa, let's see how they're on the dance floor.
Right now, Chidu is fresh off the mark. Just gets a quick single out the way. And it's a good day for the Lightning on the dance floor. They've controlled every aspect and led the way. Again, at one point, maybe halfway through the first innings, you felt that the Philadelphians were in control, could keep the Lightning under 150. And then once Shamar Springer got going, got to 180. But it was always going to be tough, and the flurry of wickets never helps. And there,
yes.
already.
Well done, young man.
Look at
Chiru
Bhatia.
not happy with that.
He's saying why. I think the word from the dugout was just to defend. You could see Yash, he's been positive all day, just looked to make some room and cut it away. This time too close to cut right on stumps. And Rajiv Reddy, a good confidence booster for him. He was ready for his first wicket, and that's 11 overs gone, 56 for the loss of 8. So here we go. Back into the attack. You're going to see some bowling here from the Atlanta Lightning going to their options, but it's Kerry Pierre now at this end, the Shiloh end. And bowling it into Sharanshu Bhatia. And spin straight away here from Kerry Pierre.
Looks like a late in day 3 pitch this now. You can bowl into a pile of rough. Maybe get a short leg in. A leg slip maybe. Would be a good option.
Yeah, Bhatia doesn't look to want to try to go big or anything, just looking to defend the ball away. That was why he had that reaction to the wicket of Yash Gangura, why he was trying to make room and play a big cut shot. How is that one missed a stump stain?
That's what happens when one spins through the gate. You try to cover the inside the line of the ball. Doesn't spin as much as the previous one. Beat him on the outside.
That's a brilliant delivery again. He's finding the rough patch in the ground and letting it turn. And
Looks
there's
like
your leg slip.
Yeah, that's the leg slip in. Just looks like they're batting for their net run rate at the moment. All the Philadelphia boys.
You don't want to get bowled out before 20 overs. Does massive damage to your net run rate. The Philadelphians, who were 2-2 coming into the day, will fall to 2-3. They just don't want to have the run rate look poorly. Keep a decent enough run rate. You can keep yourself in a tightly contested Eastern Division.
Yeah, definitely. It's always going to be tight in the Eastern Conference. As we saw another super over game between the Cavs and the Philadelphian boys. So they're going to try and bat for their run rate. Should be showing some sort of intent. They're definitely having a look at their combinations now, with everybody probably going to get a chance to swing the willow around. But let's see what Drysdale's got to offer. He'll be looking to whack a few out the ground.
And it is going to be Janoy Drysdale, and
he was 100% not ready for that ball. But that's what they do at the tail. His head was still down, looking down at the turf, and Kerry Pierre was in his action already. That's what they do at the tail. They don't quite know what to do with the bat in hand, so just go with the flow, basically.
Well, showing off a high elbow. Just lucky that one didn't find the edge. That's going to do it. 12 overs gone, 57 for the loss of 8.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
And let's go. We're ready for this next over with Rajiv ready, back in, taking his first wicket.
Shabash, Aman, shabash.
I picked it up after a day. I'm a slow learner, but once you give me enough time, I'll get into it.
Good. I was never ready for that. Aman. It's coming over the wicket to Janoy Drysdale. Probably looking to hit a pile of rough, and the way undone young Yash. Probably look to do the same thing. All he's looking to do is just rock the poles, get number 11 in, do the same thing, shake hands, and off they go. It was a good weekend for the Atlanta Lightning.
Yeah, they'd like to get a win and help their run rate as well. They'd be 2-1 after this match, after this weekend. And Drysdale said one all the way. Bhatia said no, and you can hear Drysdale kind of saying, come on, man. Just because we're playing for the 20 overs don't mean we have to take all dot balls. We can take a single, and less of me on strike is probably the best thing for the team.
The best thing for the team, that's for sure. Love Chiro just to swing a couple, just to show the public out there what he's all about. He's a good clean striker of the ball. No point in hanging around, really. It's like my belief, if you bat at 10 and 11, just swing the bat around. Have some entertainment.
He doesn't seem to have that kind of intent at the moment. Just is very happy to block these deliveries out. Again, I think that had to have come straight from the dressing room. The captain, Milan Kumar, must have definitely said to him, look, you're not looking to score 187, just block, 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 and play out 20.
Again, at the end of the day, if you look at the way the condition of play is, or the state of play, the rules state how important net run rate is, and that shot right there will definitely help their net run rate at the end of the day in a tightly contested Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I gave a little width, and Bhatia, like Dane wanted, showed a little bit of the swing that he has. It was all along the ground. Safe shot. Goes away for 4, and again, will help the net run rate every single run you can pile on.
As the Philadelphians do know, since the last 2 days, they've been in action-packed matches.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back super overs. Never easy to go back-to-back, and all the stress there. This time short. Work to find leg. Might be a second boundary. No, it's just going to be kept to 2 runs. Well done from Heath Richards, chasing it all the way down.
Good fielding by the young fella. Part of the South African DNA, being good fielders. Pride ourselves on being good fielders. Not all of us, but most of us.
See the keeper just having a word. Hamilton having a word with Reddy.
It's good for the young man, learning on the job, as we say. It's good opportunities for young cricketers to get some game time and bowling, not in a pressure situation, but just building his confidence.
There's a big swing from Shiranshu Bhatia, but just out to the fielder in the deep, so he'll retain strike going into the next over. That's 13 overs gone, 66 for the loss of 8. Welcome back to Church Street Park, and we're going to get some more pace. It's Heath Richards into the attack here in this 14th over. Again, just trying to pick up these last 2 wickets and clean out the tail.
Yeah, Heath Richards getting an opportunity to bowl. Spoke to his dad earlier. First time bowling back from having a couple of injuries. Always good to be able to do both, or all 3 skills in the game of cricket. Sometimes you always forget about fielding. But Heath Richards, a batting all-rounder, going to bowl a couple to get accustomed to conditions in the US.
And that one slower is full, but it's well done by the man at cover. Just keeps it to 1.
Let's see if Drysdale swings his hands through a couple here.
I have to imagine if he sees any width, he is going to throw his hands hard at the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be painful if they keep blocking for the next 7 overs.
They're going to make our lives a little bit boring here in the commentary box.
100%. Like I said, it's not coming from a mean place. It's just a quite logical place it's coming from.
I'm sure the viewership numbers have gone down since that 8th wicket was taken. More people
Never know,
in.
people from Atlanta might be tuning in.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all on top of it, but you know, we've been blessed with a lot of close matches today. Not nearly as tight.
Hopefully the cricket public's not like the NFL and NBA public out in Philly. Because Tuesday morning on the radio shows would be
carnage.
A lot of carnage coming their way.
Yeah, just ask Markel Fultz how bad it is up there in Philly.
Heard, and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Ben Simmons would
it's
know.
Infamous tweet. It was a gif of a trash can rolling down a river and they said Ben Simmons on his way out of Philadelphia, which is kind of harsh.
Yeah, they say it's the best, worst sports town
Incredible.
in the world. Oh, that one just beats the outside edge of Shiranshu Bhatia, but again, Philadelphia, everything's going good. The fans are great, but if you do something wrong, the fans are going to be at your neck.
Definitely going to be at your neck. It's a good ball by Heath Richards, bowling from his shoulders, as you can see. He's a big, strong young man. A bit of zip. Now a slip moving into place. Again, would love to have heard the message given from the dugout of the Philadelphians, from coach and captain. I know Chiru's a guy that swings from the hip. 18.31 runs required, to be honest. I haven't looked at the scoreboard again. I've just worked it out quickly.
So good at math, Dane Pete. This
Thank
one's
you.
the top edge. Fielder is there,
Catch
fine
it,
leg.
catch it. Yes,
and no mistake,
that's out.
he was ready for that one, Rajiv Reddy.
Rajiv Reddy, well done, son.
Takes the catch, and that's 9 down. Bhatia has to go. This time it was closer to the body, that short ball. He's found the top edge and found the fielder at fine leg.
Imagine he swung big for the first 13 balls of his spell. Karima Gore is injured, so that's the end of the innings. The Philadelphians rolled for 68. And a great performance by the Lightning.
Yeah, from the second part of that first innings, it was all Atlanta Lightning, and that is going to do it. Atlanta Lightning, they win by 119 runs. Again, it was just all Atlanta Lightning all afternoon. As we got into the later stages of the afternoon, we talk about what they did with the ball. The Atlanta Lightning talk about Kyle Phillip takes a wicket, but it's Siddharth Mathani with 4 wickets, Kerry Pierre with 2 of his own, Rajiv Reddy gets 1, Heath Richards gets the last one, and that is going to do it from Church Street Park. It's been brilliant to call this game here on July 4th, but don't go anywhere. We got another game heating up at 2:30. That'll feature the Morsel Raptors taking on the Manhattan Yorkers. Should be an exciting one, that here in the afternoon. Thank you so much, Dane Pete. Thank you so much to the production crew for all the help. Thank you to everybody, all the volunteers. We'll see you back here for the second one. Again, the Atlanta Lightning, they beat the Philadelphians, but don't go anywhere here on July 4th. We got one more match coming this afternoon. Oh, and there is the energy net we were talking about. It's a perfect Yorker that's taken off stump, and that is going to be the end of him.
The Atlanta Lightning. That's a great shot.
Yeah, there's the width we were talking about. Just use the pace.
Chaka.
And I was able to put it over the top. It's given 6. It's hit the rope on this for the Lightning. Straying down the leg side, though, and Jonathan Fu is going to say thank you very much. Just helps it along its way down the ground for 4 runs. He's seen 2 deliver. This time on the legs, and he helped it over the leg side. 1 bounce over the rope for 6. That's for 4. That's a lovely shot. Well, that's a brilliant shot from Jonathan Fu. He's climbed the bouncer nicely, and he's just put it over the top of the point. And right now we're seeing a couple of boundaries from Jonathan Fu. This time straight back down the ground, came back, attacked Kyle Phillip, gets it on the full, and straight Mathani into the attack. And chopped on straight away from Derek Narayan, held up in the wicket. He was through the shot before it got there. Not probably the greatest delivery Mathani's ever. He just likes to come down the track. This one is caught, it's up in the air, and it's straight to point. The skipper, Milan Kumar, he's got to go. The Philadelphians lose 2 quick wickets. We're just always fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, one-handed flick. That's an amazing.
And it looks like he's going to run away for 4. Looked like the fielder running back had to fix his hat on the way through as well.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to fly off, and it is going to be 4 one-handed off the bat.
Double wicket. Maiden. Great shot.
Made some room for himself this time and blasts it through the cover region, and it's going to go all the way along the carpet for 4. Jonathan Fu, he's not.
And again.
Again making room,
Great
and
shot.
again through the covers. Again another 4. That's 3 consecutive 4s. And you can see the subtle movement late here from Jonathan Fu, batting well ahead of a 200 strike rate.
That's out.
Big appeal. He's moved well across the stumps and has hit him on the left side of his left leg. It looks pretty dead from here. Might look cool. And there it is. There's a thick edge. There's no doubt about that one. The finger goes up straight away. A little bit of extra bounce, and it undoes Anirudh Emmanuel, who goes from his first delivery back overs from the Lightning, and it's Sid Mathani again, and he's taking another one. It's full. He's yorked himself, looking to make some room. Mario Ramprasad. It's gone bang on. 2-leg stump, and the Lightning, they're all over the match. They're at the moment. Up in the air, but it's through the gap, and it's going to be all the way for 4. Won't mind it if you're the Lightning. It was area.
Note in history class. Somebody listen in history class. Straight up in the air.
Yash Kangura is up in the air, and Shamar Springer's underneath it. No mistake made. Subdued celebration from the Lightning. It's Sid Mathani, that man, once again with the golden arm. That's wicket number 4 for him. It was always going to be tough, and the flurry of wickets never helps. And there,
yes,
for Reddy.
Well done, young man.
Look at
Chiru, not happy with that.
He's saying why. I think the word from the
out quickly.
So good at math, Dane Pete. This
Thank
one's
you.
the top edge. Fielder is there.
Catch
Fine
it,
leg.
catch it. Yes,
and no mistake.
that's out.
He was ready for that one. Rajiv Reddy.
Rajiv Reddy, well done, son.
Takes the catch, and that's 9 down. Bhatia has to go. This time it was closer to the body. That's
1, 2, 3.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.